Hello everyone. I apologize, your normal narrator cannot be here today, but he did happen to send me a letter to read for you. Here it goes. Hello listeners. I do apologize for missing this current bit of our story, but I have found myself stuck on my vacation now in the Underdark. If I can make it out or find some magical means to get back to you, I'll be back in the next episode. But for now, please listen to the dulcet tones of my partner Malak, who has no worries about telling you at least a small portion of the story I'll be missing. Okay, as he said, just listen in, and we shall begin our tale as usual.
Last time on the Swordcast Adventures, we finally managed to stumble upon the Orc's Keep. By the looks of it, it was being guarded by a couple of two-headed giants. The air reeked of garbage and waste, not the kind of situation I'd walk into head-on. Me and the High Elf snuck around back to find a more discreet point of entry. If it was business as usual, and I was working by myself, I would have been able to sneak in no problem. But I'm not exactly traveling with the most acrobatic adventurers. We went back around to get the rest of the crew, and needless to say, the others' sneaking alerted the creatures. I was shocked to see Grimtuck pull out a handful of ball bearings to trip them up, though. That half-orc's a little craftier than I thought he was. We headed in through the back of the keep, where that god-awful smell was coming from. We found some kind of trash chute to sneak through. While I managed to keep the bulk of the waste off of me with my spider slippers, the drunk gnome wasn't so lucky, and he face-planted in it with a surprisingly loud squelch. And, as it turns out, he's not the only thing in the trash pile.
Awakening and announcing your presence to two large tentacled beasts that had raised their first two tentacles out of the mire and started to open their ghastly maws in your directions. A third tentacle whips out from the muck. You now see it seems to have eyes upon it. And as these two beasts pull themselves wholly out of the muck and mire and gross that has been settled into this basement area, I want you all to roll initiative.
Woohoo! Giggity-goo.
That would be a 15 for Reen.
Loud Scout got a 13.
Grimtuck got an 18.
Elduin got a 13, excuse me.
Metolius got a 17.
Holy shit, guys.
Yeah,
well
right.
done.
We're on it.
We,
So alert.
not like the last time we were all like 4s and 5s. A lot of
Right.
a lot of 7s.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah. It's way less backstabby.
Because you guys are so backstabby. I knew it from the very beginning. I could never trust you all in a room by yourselves.
I just meant literal. Goddamn ninjorks.
I don't know what that means. As we begin this fight, Metolius goes first.
Someone beat me. Didn't someone roll an 18?
I rolled an 18. I got an 18.
I apologize. As we begin this fight,
Grimtuck
goes first.
Shit. How far away are
So
my...
you all were starting to move towards the giant hallway to your left. Loud Scout kind of fell in between the two entrances. You probably are closer to that, and they are just dead center in this muck pile.
Okay, just a pile of tentacled eye things.
Well, kind of.
A pile of trash with two tentacled eyes.
Okay.
Two of these.
Sweet. And how big are these things?
They are large creatures.
Oh, alright, so they're pretty big. Right on. Well, Grimtuck is going to do what Grimtuck does. It's clobbering time.
And these creatures, for the audience, are tripoded, large-mawed, 3-tentacled giant trash beasts covered in boils and grossness. Their Two of their tentacles covered in claws of some kind, while their mouths are filled with disgustingly rotten black teeth.
Alright, Grimtuck is gonna jump into a rage. I'll rage it.
That is the nicest rage I have ever heard.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
it.
jump. I'm gonna slide into that rage.
Yeah, I'm gonna moonwalk into a rage. It's gonna be tight. So am I?
Smooth criminal.
I'm close enough to move into attacking range from these tentacles.
Absolutely.
Okay.
The problem is, as the center of it is covered in trash, it is hard terrain. So you.
I'm aiming for one of the tentacles itself, not the mass.
Not the actual monster, just the because they're two separate creatures in a pile of trash. So, the pile of trash is rough terrain.
Well, sorry, I thought that I didn't know that he emerged. I thought we could only see the tentacles.
No, they start as Loudscout fell into it. They started to pull themselves out of the heap
Okay.
and are now moving towards your fallen foe or your fallen friend.
Yeah, I'm gonna go run defense. I'm gonna put myself in between me and
Okay.
Loud Scout, and
So yeah, it is rough terrain, so you can only move half your speed through it.
good thing I got a speed of 40 normally.
There you go. You can absolutely make it.
Nice. So
just to double check, I'm on the ground.
You are
This
right
way?
now prone because you fell into the trash.
Sounds good.
yeah, I'll just run. I won't run over him in the literal sense, but you get the idea.
Okay.
So I'm gonna run up and smash on a fool. Oh, god damn it. First one hits to 12?
12 does not hit.
I didn't think so.
As you swing at one of the tentacles, it kind of flicks out of the way.
Ah, fuck that guy. Here we go, that's more like it. The second one hits to 23.
Okay. 23 definitely hits.
Okay. Oh, fuck me. God damn it. I hit to, I did 8, 9, 10 whole damage.
As you clip into this creature with just a corner of your axe, doing 10 damage, black gunk of blood just starts kind of pouring out of the wound.
Delicious.
If you thought the smell couldn't get any worse, you should smell them on the inside. Grimtuck, are you doing anything else?
I don't know if there's really, can I, actually, you know what? No, I'll just hold my ground.
Or Metolius, you are, once again, like Grimtuck was, you most likely were closer to the hallway than Grimtuck was, even by a little bit.
Okay. Can I make it to one of these things?
Yes, you can.
On difficult terrain?
Yes, you'll. So in this pile, which is about 20 feet wide, give or take, of difficult terrain, you could probably make it easily to the one that Grimtuck was fighting, or you could kind of roundabout to the other one on the opposite side.
I'll just join Grimtuck.
Okay.
Then run up and take some attacks.
Take some attacks.
Take them. Take them all.
Such a satisfying sound.
12.
12 does not hit.
Of course not. I'll hit 25.
25 definitely does. Coming up with that second attack, guys. It's good times.
Well, my first one I hit was 10. I'm zero.
Blame this beautiful table.
12 points of damage.
Good
Hey.
hit.
Slashing damage.
Slashing damage.
As I move to interpose myself between the creature and Loud Scout.
Man, Loud Scout, you got 2 blockers for you. You should feel pretty fucking
Thanks,
guys.
That is all Metolius will do.
Okay. It is now the creature's turn. And this one that you have now cut into twice, and as that black starts to spread across the gross and slop on the ground, you see it lift one of its giant tripod feet and just squish into it, and he gives it a loud as he starts moving towards you. He makes attacks. First, on the first person that hit him, which is Grimtuck.
Bring it, fucker.
So, he being closest to you, Grimtuck, you see this giant gaping maw open wide and start to slam into you. Or try to, at least. He swings in for a 15 to hit.
That does not hit Grimtuck.
Awesome. Yeah, you're able to kind of block out of the way using your axe to just set it right where its teeth hit. But in turn, you see as it bites down 2 of the wild clawed tentacles fling out. One goes for Grimtuck, one to Metolius. The First one to Grimtuck swings for an 8, which does not hit even close. God.
Better try again, motherfucker. Pack a lunch.
Second one goes for Metolius for a 20 to hit.
Oh.
And I would like you to roll a strength check. Athletics specifically, please.
Okay.
Monsieur Metolius. As it grips around you, you feel the tentacles slam and swing around.
13.
Dealing 10 points of damage, but you're able to shrug it off. It doesn't hold purchase on you, though it tries. That beast is done for now. The second beast, you see it kind of turn its third tentacle, which is the one with the kind of weird orbs that you can guess are eyes. You all see blood, but not as though blood pouring out of anything or anyone. You all see it in the backs of your head as though kind of a varied version of telepathy, as it shows you what it wants to do to you. Blood.
Psychically talking shit.
Damn.
Oh, you can't make words? You're like, oh. Fuck you up, dude.
As it does that, it gives another hearty and it starts to charge forward, moving up to just about to where Metolius and Rain, you're on the wall, Loud Scout, so it actually gets kind of next to where you are, Metolius. And Elduin, would you say you were running up front? Where would you be?
I would be middle-ish.
Okay, so it actually gets, say, between you, Metolius, and you, Elduin, still kind of shielding your fallen friend. And Rain, you still on the wall, which then it makes a round of attacks at you first, Metolius, with a bite, and you both with a whip of a tentacle. Bite for 11, which does not hit. Tentacle, Elduin for 23.
Hits.
Metolius for 14.
Nay.
Nay. Elduin, would you please roll a strength saving throw for me?
Yeah, sure. That is a 13.
Woo! You guys are making it just enough. But as you feel this creature just slam its tentacle into you, you see the claw kind of wrap around you and almost catch hold. You're able to just shrug it off, pushing it out of the way, dealing 5 points of damage to you. That does take its turn. Rain, it's your turn.
Okay. So I'm on the wall. How far away from the creatures am I currently?
You would effectively be around 20 feet. Maybe 25 with the distance you're at.
Okay, cool. Am I currently higher than them?
Yes.
On the wall? Okay, cool. I guess I'll probably keep my distance since these things are so huge. And go ahead and try to hit with my hand crossbow. I got people within 5 feet, right?
Yes.
So I will make that a sneak attack.
Would you like to attack the one that hasn't been hurt or the one that has so far?
I guess the one that has been hurt.
Okay.
Okay. And that will be a 25.
Nicely done.
Hits.
Excellent. And... Sorry. And 1d6. Cool. For... 11, 16, 17, 18 damage.
Boosh! So yes, a crossbow bolt flies from halfway up the wall, straight into the creature, and you see it stick right into one of its tentacles, and you see now the bolt just sticking in as it flails around.
Is there anything on the walls that sticks out, like pillars or sconces,
There
anything
seems to be
that's large?
carvings of like archways along the wall. And up at the ceiling point, you see some breakage.
Okay, but nothing that like sticks out like a sconce or like anything like that. Okay, that's fine. I was gonna see if I could hide on the wall because that would be rad.
That would be rad, but sadly there's not.
That's fine. I will probably just take my regular movement of 30 and just walk back a little bit. Still on the wall, but walk back a little bit so I'm a little further out of the attack range.
Okay, do you want to... so when you say back, do you want to walk closer to the entrance you guys came in, or do you want to walk higher up? What do you...
I guess closer to the entrance in case
Okay.
I need to run.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I'm good.
Sweet. Rain, what's interesting is as you kind of move closer to the entrance you guys came in, the blocked off passage, you start to hear kind of skittering, shuffling.
Shit.
And from about 15 feet above you,
Yeah.
I mean, this is going to be so intimidating, but you see long, thick, segmented bodies start to pour out of those cracks.
Oh shit.
Two of them, these large centipede creatures, start to kind of crawl out.
How large are we talking?
Small beasts.
Okay.
Large for centipedes.
Large for centipedes.
Larger
but not
than
like...
I would say larger than carnivorous centipedes. Out
Okay.
of like
Okay,
in our
gotcha.
world.
But not like...
Not like your size.
Right, okay, cool.
But as they start to kind of clack their angled their feet.
Oh, feet.
They run towards you, both of them, as you've seemingly gotten close to what could be a nest of some kind.
Oh, great.
The first one moving in for a bite at your heels.
And these are just basically focused on rain.
Yes.
You're just up in there.
They literally
Brace.
seemingly came out of the wall above her and started climbing down towards her. First one hits for that is a 23 to
That
hit.
hits. Yep.
So it does 3 points of damage to you. Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, that could be bad. A 7?
Guess what?
What?
7 don't make it.
Didn't think so. What does that mean for me?
That means
DM gonna roll out of dice.
DM going to roll 3 dice, specifically, audience. DM going to roll altogether 4 points of poison damage as you feel those pincers stick into you.
Okay.
The mandibles bite down and you feel something be injected through them.
Okay.
And you feel the pain as the burning sensation runs up your leg.
Okay.
The second one does the same thing. Different leg, but comes down to bite you. With a rousing 17 to hit.
That does hit. A quick question. If I were to want to use my uncanny dodge on one of these attacks, can I wait to find out what the damage is on both of them and choose one? Or do I have to decide if I want to do that on that first attack first?
You would have to decide you want to do that on the first attack first because we're changing to a different monster.
Right, okay. So, then how much total did that first attack do? 7?
Yes.
Okay. I'll wait and see what this next one does.
Okay. This next one does 5 points of damage initially. Roll a Constitution saving throw.
You got it? That would be a 4.
So I'm guessing you chose correctly.
Yes, probably.
Oh yeah, that one's a lot worse. That one's a 12 points of poison damage.
So 17 altogether?
Yeah.
I'll half that one.
Okay.
So that would be, what, 8?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm taking 8 and 7. Alright.
You feel the poison course through your system and you feel woozy, but thankfully the magic enchantment on your slippers holds firm and doesn't allow you to fall right out.
Cool. That helps.
But you have 2 centipedes now gnawing at your ankles.
Gnawing, gross. Okay.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Gnawing.
That's fine. I'll deal with them later.
Elduin, it is your turn, sir.
So, am I in melee combat with this creature?
You would be in melee combat with the second one that came out that
Second one that came out.
yelled blood in your brains and swung at you.
What's up, blood?
You would effectively be out of melee combat with the first one, though,
Okay.
if that helps at all.
Elduin is going to pull out both of his daggers and attempt to swing at this thing that is this creature. Elduin looks down on.
Why did I think you had short swords?
I do have short swords. What did I say?
Daggers.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna pull out my short swords. Pardon me.
It's much harder.
Much harder. Alright, so I have 2 attacks. I will make 2 attacks with these short swords, and then I'll use my bonus. That is going to be a 15 and a 26. Nope.
So both of them hit just
Both of
fine.
them hit just fine. Alright, cool. And then the bonus, let me do this first. That is going to be 9 points plus 7 points.
Okay.
Double dagger. And then I will use my bonus action to short sword again.
And if you want daggers, I'll get you daggers, but they're going to be a lot less effective.
Yeah.
No, that's okay. I'm missing with this last short sword attack anyway, so.
Hey, you tried them. And that's the important part.
I did indeed try. And that's going to be my turn.
So you all see Elduin throw his bow upon his back, basically just whips the string around him. You see it clapped around him, and you see him draw his short swords almost instantaneously. Both come out and just slice. Well, slice. As he cuts deep into the... slice, whiff. As he cuts deep into the creature's hide. You look down on them, you said?
Look down. These
trash monsters
dirty
are
trash
way
monsters
below
are
you.
way below an Eladrin.
Which makes it Loudscout's turn. Loudscout, you are prone at the moment.
But surrounded by hulking, handsome men.
I was gonna say I have at least Grimtuck and Metolius right in front of me.
You
right?
effectively are behind at least 3/4 cover. Because you're tiny.
Okay. Well, then I will use this opportunity to stand up.
And
Okay.
your outfit helps you blend in with the garbage.
Which is half your movement.
Yeah. And I guess as I get up, I'm going to kind of cower back at, like, the help that I have in front of me and kind of, like, start to back up and then...
Moving out of rough terrain effectively, so you still have your full other half. Because you were just like, you had just fallen in, so if you moved back away from them, corner-wise, like if you moved into the corner, you wouldn't go into the rough terrain farther. So I would say you got, if your movement's, 20?
25.
25. So half of it, give or take, and then, so yeah, you have about 12 feet more of movement.
At this point, I'm just going to, since they're standing on a pile of trash, I'm going to create bonfire underneath the one that's been hurt.
Okay. Wait, they've both been hurt now. The one that's been hurt by your green friend and your green wearing counterpart.
Whichever one's been hurt looks the worst off.
Certainly, that would be the first one.
Okay, then yeah, I'm gonna create a bonfire underneath
Okay.
his belly or whatever it would be.
So you both, Grimtuck and Metolius, notice this before most others do. What's that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you hear the sound of hands rubbing together as you see hear Loudscout cast his spell, and underneath a glow emerges from below the monster, and as that momentary glow happens, fire erupts from underneath, and you see it catch pieces of the trash, which, let's see.
It makes a dex saving throw.
Thank you. What is your DC, sir?
14.
It does make it.
Holy shit.
Surprisingly.
12 damage.
Holy shit.
12 damage halved, so it'd be 6.
Roll an extra d6, because there is a lot of stuff underneath it lighting on fire right now.
That's another 3.
Okay. So 9 points altogether?
Yep.
Excellent. As you Metolius and you Grimtuck now see that the trash pile, bits that are dry, are starting to light on fire.
That's gonna smell great.
Oh, it's gonna smell fucking wonderful, especially at the top of the round. It smells divine. But that does make it Grimtuck's turn. You now see that this trash monster is slowly but surely spit roasting itself over a trash fire.
Sexy.
I
All
know.
right. Let's go ahead and... Grimtuck's pissed. He's going to see if he can't just bring down a couple of good just overhand chops onto this fucker. Whew, critical for the first. And then the second hits to, what, 18?
Both hit.
Nice. So let's do that critical first. And actually that critical is going to afford me a third shot. Because I have Great Weapon Master. But let's get the damage out of the way first. Oh. Fuck, I could do better on that. The first one does 10, 11, 12.
This is the critical?
Oh wait, no. For the critical, how does that work? Did I just roll my dice?
Twice.
Twice.
And then add your modifier.
So that would be...
Plus your rage.
I could have done
Plus
better.
your rage damage.
So, do the rage damage twice?
No,
Okay.
just add it at the end.
So that would be 7, 8, 9, 14 damage for the critical shot. And the second one would be... Fuck, man! 8, 9, 10 damage from the second one.
Okay.
And let me get my third in. Ah, god damn it. 13.
Does not hit.
Come on, Grimtuck. I haven't rolled a damage dice over 4 yet.
Grimtuck's got quite the mouth today.
This is why we have an explicit tag.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
But
I'm rolling like 3s and 4s, man. What are you going to do?
so yes, you see one hard just strike cut into the creature. The second one follows up with another slice in, but in your rage, you wildly swing for that third time and miss. Dealing 24 points of damage, though. That's not bad.
Not bad at all.
Not bad at all. Grimtuck, are you moving at all, doing anything else?
Does the fire look like it's going to encroach at all? Like it's going to start spreading towards me pretty fast, or is it a slow burn?
Roll a perception check. At disadvantage because you're all raged.
Because I'm all raging, I'm angry. Not bad. 11.
You could guess that there probably is more. You don't notice it encroaching on you, but there's probably more things that could light on fire.
Alright, so I'll start to slowly make my way back. Actually, no, am I shoulder to shoulder with Metolius?
You would be next to Metolius, but you would also be within attack of opportunity if you did move from...
Fuck that, I'm staying the ground. Staying right where I am.
Excellent. Metolius, then it is your turn. Attack. You doing the one that's on fire now, or at least
The one that
under duress
Grimtuck
of
and I have
bonfire?
been jointly assaulting.
Slowly but surely, handily assaulting.
21
Excellent.
Well done.
and a 20, a non-natural.
Yes,
So-
both hit.
First hit, 13.
Okay.
Second hit, 8.
8.
Yes.
Cool.
So 21 points.
Fuck yeah. So yes, this thing, once again, takes another 2 hard shots from bladed weapons, cutting deep into its just thick flesh. It's now looking really bad, and now you can hear the sizzle of its skin from the bonfire, just like... Yeah, it's gross. It's terrible. But it is its turn if you're not doing anything else.
Nope.
Cool. So it is going to try to rectify the fact of being on fire by moving out of on fire, because that's pretty much what it wants to do right now. So in lieu of it trying to get away, it is going to offer an attack of opportunity from both of you.
Yes!
If you so... actually, it's going to offer an attack of opportunity from Metolius Grimtuck. It is going to stay in melee with you as it kind of moves around you.
Drats.
Sorry.
Get him, Metolius.
Metolius will attempt to get him.
Get him!
15.
Hits.
Yeah.
Max damage.
Well done.
14.
Word. So yeah, as it kind of rounds around Grimtuck, trying to move out of the way from the people who are attacking it in front, as well as the fire that is slowly growing underneath it, it kind of whips a tentacle out, not in lieu of attack, but just in flailing motion in trying to move fast, and you catch that tentacle and slice it clean off.
Yeah.
It is looking fucking terrible.
Tentacle down.
But
I
it
heard
is...
this. Yeah.
It is still its turn, which I am, because you removed a tentacle, I'm going to remove one of its 2 tentacle attacks.
Sweet.
But, Grimtuck, it's going to try to bite you again.
Yeah, bring it. I've been bit by bigger things.
Is that sexual?
Nope.
No.
22!
That hits.
Yeah. So like, not that much. We're talking 8 damage.
You mean 4.
I mean 4, but I also mean you should roll a Constitution saving throw.
Grimtuck hits to 18.
Grimtuck makes it. You feel, as it clamps down on you with its jaws, you can see the just rot streaming off of its yellowed teeth, and you know that if you hadn't been stronger, you don't want to know what would have come of it.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's gross. But the second attack swings actually now. No, it swings at you.
It would be
again.
the wide side, so it would only really be able to hit me, right?
It would only be
because
able
the
to
one
hit
closest
you.
to Metolius got chopped.
The one closest to Metolius got chopped, and Laus got moved away backwards.
Bring it.
So, tries to swing at you with a tentacle and hits you, or tries to hit you for a 14, which I believe misses.
Does not hit.
Flailing wildly with the one tentacle that it has left that actually could attack with, it misses completely.
Ooh, you are mine now. You
I'm
isolate
mine
yourself with old
now.
Grimtuck? Yeah. We gonna dance.
But the second one, which is still quite intact, is going to try to gnaw at you, Elduin.
Oh.
You do look the most delicious.
I mean, what can I say?
Would you like to try? Did you say that in lieu of doing anything, or?
Wait, I'm sorry. What am I doing?
You're not doing anything.
Nothing. I just, the way you reacted, I was like,
Oh.
do you have something you can do?
No.
Oh, no.
It wasn't like, I have this thing. It was more
16.
like, being attacked.
That will hit.
Okay. So, first one, as its gross, disgusting jaws come down and hit you for a piddly 6. I'd like you to roll a Constitution check, please. Constitution saving throws.
Crit 1.
Oh no!
Okay. You feel its jaws clamp down, and you feel the wounds burn.
Here, have some dice, Dungeon Master.
I don't need dice. I need... Not exactly this. I just need one singular dice. Die. And it's falling away from me. I feel like I'm corn right now. Okay. Thank you. Nothing else. You feel nothing else coming.
Oh,
I can feel it. Yeah, I can feel the
feel the burn?
sickness.
Yeah.
Down with the sickness.
Don't. I knew that was coming. I was hoping it wouldn't
I mean,
happen.
corn reference.
And then it
He
happened.
gets a disturbed one at least.
I hope it bites you again.
Okay. I need to make that note. And then he swings wide at both you, Metolius, and you, Elduin, with some tentacles. Ooh. Hey, Elduin, so how does a crit 20, which equals 26, sound?
Sounds like it's gonna hit me.
I think so. I don't know about you, but like...
This guy's hungry.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Bring the pain.
No, it has been brought in, sir. That is... Oh, God. So that's 15, 16, 17, 18.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
And an extra... So 25 damage altogether. And if you would roll a strength saving throw, please.
I am at 0.
Oh, shit!
Oh,
Damn.
no.
Elduin falls unconscious.
That happened quick.
And I'm doing a strength saving throw.
No,
Okay.
not anymore.
Automatically failing on a strength saving throw. Or an athletics check.
No, but what you are is now you find your now disabled foe or friend wrapped up in the gross spiky tentacles that the monster has. Which ends its turn, making its ring's turn. You now see, not only do you have centipedes on your ankles, but your friend is now in the grips of this poor excuse for a hentai.
Jesus.
We all know where this is going next.
To do an offhand attack, I need to use my bonus action to do that, right? Okay.
Yes.
That's fine. I'll still pull out my 2 daggers and attack one of the centipedes first with my normal attack. For a 14.
Hits.
Excellent. Ooh, that's fine. Which will be for 5 damage.
You stab into what you can only expect to be the centipede's head, being that it's where its feelers are, and you feel its mandibles release.
Excellent.
As it slides off the wall and falls down with a sickening...
Great. And then I will also attack the other centipede with my offhand dagger.
Okay.
For a 15.
Hits.
Excellent. For also 5 damage.
You don't
2.
Oh, you don't add your...
modify.
You don't.
Okay.
So it's just 2 damage.
Okay, cool. Got it.
Which does not seemingly release
That's
you
fine.
from this centipede. Are you doing anything else?
I think I would still...
It's not actually attached to you, but you know,
Right.
it's around you.
So I'm gonna, like, attempt to, like, vault off the wall down to the ground.
Okay.
So do you want me to do, like, an acrobatics?
Yes, please. Might also do an attack of opportunity.
Yes,
to
totally.
you, which would be 16 to hit.
That hits.
And then roll another Constitution saving for me.
Okay, well, that was going to be for my acrobatics. Do you want me to use that for my acrobatics?
Yes.
Okay, well, nat 20 on my acrobatics check.
Fuck yes. So we're talking 3-point Iron Man-esque landing.
And then Constitution saving throw
Yes, please.
would be a 7. Again.
Centipedes are rough on you, man.
Apparently.
That makes it 11 points of damage.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
That brings it...
I'll use my reaction for the turn too.
for the round to half that.
Okay.
So a round down, right? So 5?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yes, which makes it the centipede's turn, which it starts to barrel down the wall, but is unable to make it to any... Actually, Loud Scout, you in the corner, closest to... Yes. It's going to start moving towards you. It's not actually going to be able to make it from where it was, but you do start hearing that skitter across the wall coming closer and closer towards you as it runs, which makes it... Elduin, roll a death saving throw, please.
7.
As a failure. Fuck. Let's go. It's your turn now.
So Elduin's on the ground.
No, Elduin is wrapped
suspended.
up in tentacles suspended
Oh.
in the air.
Yeah.
That's right. So never mind on that. So I hear the skittering. I guess that I will look up and see where it's coming from, and how far away from me is it?
From you right now, it's about, I'd say, 15 feet, give or take.
15?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm just gonna do the same thing and cast Create Bonfire on the centipede that's on the wall.
Okay. Okay, I'll roll. It rolled a 2.
Alright.
Cooked centipede.
Yes.
6 damage.
It just immolates.
Sweet.
Falls lifelessly to the ground with a sickening thud.
And then after that, I'm gonna try and find, is there like some sort of like pillar I can hide behind?
Not
or
in this room.
No?
Well, effectively, yes. The pillar you can hide behind is the one that is now fallen into the trash pile from above you. That had like opened the ceiling up to the main floor of what seems to be the keep.
I'll stare where I'm at on solid ground.
That makes it top of the round.
That makes it Grimtuck's
It
turn.
does.
Now, does Grimtuck see what's happening with Elduin, or am I
Yeah.
just tied up with the other dude?
I mean, you probably heard a sickening kind of crunch
And a scream.
and no longer sounds coming out of your friend.
Ugh, that's not good.
It's really not.
No.
Not if it gets to that thing's turn.
Yeah, exactly. Grimtuck is going to risk his getting an attack of opportunity and make a dead sprint towards Elduin to initiate an opposed grapple to pull him down from the thing's tentacle.
Word. Sounds good. So first, the hurt creature is going to swing at you and swing for a 14.
That does not hit.
Okay. So yes, you hear a swish right above you as the tentacle kind of flies over as it tries to catch you. But you're able to dodge out of the way and you move closer to the giant beast in front of you, now holding aloft your friend.
I'm going to grab my friend and be stronger than this fucking thing and take him back.
Strength contest.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Grimtuck hits to 20.
The Otyugh hits to 6. So you wrench Elduin's now motionless body from its grasp, and you see the claws that it had in it kind of like release. Gouts of blood kind of spurt out of Elduin.
Is it an opportunity, or would it be too much now to basically throw Elduin behind me and chop at this thing? Because I don't want to move away from it with it.
You did, your action was to grapple with it.
Yeah, so I normally that would be an attack, so I would get 2 attacks. Like if,
But it's 2 attacks, which is your action. So both attacks counts as your main action.
You can grapple and...
I can grapple and attack when I have
It
2
takes
attacks.
1 attack.
Yeah,
Okay.
grapple isn't a full turn thing.
My mistake.
But I wasn't sure if grabbing Elduin and being like, "Hut!" and then because I'm throwing Elduin behind me and it.
I would
Just
say
swing me at
I would
the-
say you can swing,
Yeah,
but you
use
have to
your
do it
club.
one-handed.
Okay, is that something I can do with a great axe with my already massive strength?
Do it.
Cool. That's what I'm talking about. That hits to 24.
24 hits. Now, what is your normal dice for a great axe attack?
For damage, it's D12 plus 5.
We're going to do a D10 because it's just one-handed.
Okay,
You're not able to get as much
That's
purchase.
totally fair. Another 2 on the die. Okay, so that is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 damage.
Okay. Yeah, you chop a hard chunk out of this creature.
Alright, so that was pretty... That's pretty cool.
That was
That
pretty,
whole round
that was
was
solid.
pretty
That
So
was
I,
solid.
so I got thrown on the ground?
No.
Yeah. So
Wait,
Grimtuck ran, jumping, pulled you out of the tentacles, and probably did a little bit of damage from those tentacles ripped out of you. Oh, you're narrating. Sorry.
No. I'm just saying, don't worry about the damage of the tentacles pulling off him. We don't want him to die yet.
Oh, gotcha. Threw you basically over my shoulder, so I was facing the creature, and then just when I was still reached back, just smashed it with my axe.
Do you have Elduin on your shoulder?
No, I grabbed Elduin and then threw
Well,
him.
then you could have used 2 hands to slice with the axe. So
Oh, I wasn't sure that.
let's let's
Sorry.
go back. Roll a d12.
Okay, sorry. Rolled a 3. So that is 8, 9, 10 damage.
Hey, that's a lot better than the 9.
I'm not feeling that D12. I'm switching over to this one. Here we go.
Okay.
Yep.
After you've done just about everything you possibly could do in one
I flex.
one turn.
That was rad.
It's yours.
Metolius will.
Kill the wounded one.
Yeah.
It's all yours.
Yeah, but I have to move away from this one. But whatever. I will attempt to move over to the really hurt one.
Okay. Well, it rolled a 3.
Alright, it does not hit. I will miss on the first attack on that really hurt one. That one will hit. 21.
Okay.
12 points.
And you
Solid strike, man.
take your sword, and as you're running forward, just drive it straight into the creature's, like, just main body. And you feel it kind of sink as you stick your sword all the way through, and its tentacle, the 2 tentacles that are left, kind of go slack, and its body just slumps into the trash heap
Nice.
and stops moving.
First one down.
Remove the sword from the corpse.
Yeah.
And turn my attention back to this other one. But that is the end of my turn.
Okay. Which makes it the not-so-hurt Otiuk's turn, which is going to try to bite at Grimtuck, being the closest, for a 12, which does not hit.
Does not hit. Grimtuck is just blocking. Oh, good old Great Axe. Just throwing it out there.
We're looking at 15 to hit
That does not hit.
and an 8. So, somehow, standing right in front of this creature, you're able to deflect a bite in 2 tentacles
Just
like a fucking badass. It does.
Well, yeah. I got skills. What can I say?
Rain, it's your turn.
Excellent. How far away from me is Elduin?
From you ran down the wall, you jumped. Actually, you're probably now closer. You're probably about 10 feet away from Elduin.
Oh, excellent.
As you jumped, like, over Loudscout into the kind of the fray.
Cool. Then I will make my 10 feet of my movement towards him.
Okay.
I can use an item as a bonus action, so I will pour a healing potion down his throat.
Just a regular one?
Oh, yeah, just a regular.
Okay.
So what is that?
2d4.
2d4? Yeah. 2d4. Do I have another d4 here? I dropped
Sure,
another one. Can I? Oh, I can just roll it twice. 1. And 3, so 4 plus 2 is 6.
Yes.
6 for you.
Equals not dead.
So as you force feed him this kind of mildly viscous liquid, you hear him cough and sputter as the life is returned to Elduin as he wakes up covered in blood and trash.
Wonderful. So now, how far away? Of course. How far away is the creature from me?
About another, I would say, 15 feet from you.
Excellent. I will just finish up my movement and run towards it and attack it with my rapier.
Okay.
For a 15.
That hits.
Excellent. Is anybody else within 5 feet, I'm assuming?
Yes.
That would be me.
Wonderful.
Well met,
So-
Tiefling.
We'll do 3d6 extra damage plus the regular d8. Which will be 6, 7, 10, 11, 14 damage.
All together?
Yes.
So, you see Rain getting up from her 3-point pose, runs over to Elduin, just force feeds him the potion. He sputters back to life. He starts running forward, or she starts running forward past that. And as she sees Grimtuck kind of dodge and weave around the tentacles and the bites, she reaches right under his arm and thrusts her rapier, stabbing the creature right in the maw.
Badass.
Yeah.
That is badass.
Elduin, you're back! It's your turn!
Alright, well,
we're all weaving in and out of each other in this fight.
Yeah.
It's very action.
so
sequence.
how close to this creature am I at this point?
You would be, again, 15 feet like Rain just ran, but you are effectively prone.
Cool. I will use half my movement speed to stand up. I'm going to use the other half to move away from this fucking thing.
Okay.
I will unshoulder my bow at this point.
So, effectively, if you're right to the... You find that the large corridor is just to your right, so you will be moving closer to Loud Scout in the corner. Or yeah.
Okay. I will move over near Loud Scout.
Okay.
The rest of the last 15 feet of my movement speed. And with that, I'm going to pull out an arrow and then a second one, and I'm going to enhance them double knock, and fire at this fucking thing. And under my breath, I'm just going to be like, it's payback. 2 15s.
Yeah?
Actually, those are 16s because those are magical. And with that,
It's like if you went... Eat this.
oh yeah, I'm pissed off. That's going to be 13 plus 9.
Woof.
Boom. So yeah, so as Grimtuck dodges deftly, as Rain stabs under his arms, above Grimtuck's shoulders on either side of his head, 2 arrows fly forward and just stick. The magic just flowing into the creature, dealing that little bit extra damage as it hits.
Mm-hmm.
Now 2 wooden stalks just sit out.
And with my bonus action, I'm going to just take a deep breath and second wind myself.
Okay.
Which is 1d10 plus my level.
You have to roll a dice for taking a breath?
It's second
It's
wind.
fine.
It's a specific thing.
Oh, okay.
I will get 8 points back.
Hey.
Oh, that's
So
badass.
something.
Nice.
That makes it Loud Scout. It's your turn. The centipede is felled, and there is still one giant tentacle beast sitting in this middle of this trash pile.
And how far from me is he?
From you, he would be about 25 feet, give or take.
About 25 feet?
Yeah.
In the middle of the trash?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be able to get all the way to him? My
Not
movement
with
speed's
your
only
speed.
25.
No.
Trying to is there any way I can get closer to him? Like if I move around the outside of the trash?
Absolutely.
How close can I possibly get to him?
If you're moving 25 feet from the corner, you could get around to where you're probably more behind Matolius at that point. So you're 25 feet to the side. You'll be about 10 or 15 feet away from him from that point.
I would like to get within 10 feet of him.
Okay.
So I'm going to run around, get within 10 feet of him, and then cast Poison Spray.
Okay.
So they make a con saving throw.
Word. You know, I don't know, but we'll see. Con is actually pretty good for it, but only rolls a 12.
Sweet.
Which I don't think makes
It
it.
does not. So it's going to take 11 points of damage.
Okay. This creature is just getting fucked up. But yeah, as Dodgy McDodgerson, Stabby McStabberson, Shooty McShooterson all do their own things, Loud Scout runs around the
Poison
side.
McGee.
Poison McGee throws out just this gout of poison, and it just seems to hit the creature, and you see bubbles roll over its skin as it seems to burn it. Going up to Grimtuck's turn.
Oh, wow. Grimtuck is just, at this point, just the big over-the-shoulder as if I'm trying to take logs in half, just coming vertical on this bastard. Natural 20, and then the other one was to, 10, that one didn't hit. So, natural 20 would be 12, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 16, 17 damage off of that swing.
Okay.
And I get my bonus swing for Great Weapon Master, which would be hit to 16.
Hits.
And there we go. That's more like it. That'd be 14, 15, 16 from the second hit.
Okay. Damn. That is a lot. Ooh. Yeah, so you see... So, after all of this craziness, Elduin dropping, and everyone just plowing into this poor creature. Wow, poor creature.
Yeah.
Right?
Screw him.
Yes. Grimtuck has had just about enough of this creature's shenanigans. And he takes his axe and just carves a giant gaping hole into the front of this creature, splitting its mouth in two, opening its guts and releasing, as I said, something much, much worse in smell, as its entrails just pour over the now existing trash.
So it's dead.
Yes.
Sweet.
No, actually. Flipping and whipping and... No.
Second wind.
So are we out of combat at this time?
We are.
Oh, wonderful.
First order of business,
Just like another
Grimtuck.
giant centipede to be dealt with.
Grimtuck is going
Both of them
to...
died.
Oh.
The first one was Rain stabbing it. The second one was
Immolate it.
Loud Scout burning.
Grimtuck is going to attempt to put out the fire.
Okay.
Oh, good call.
How large is the fire?
At this moment, it's only been about 12 seconds in total. So it's not super big, but it's definitely could get worse.
Is this?
It would be noticeable if smoke came up through their shithole.
Totally. If I were to cast Gust as hard as I could, would it put it out or stoke it?
Probably would still good.
Okay.
Just let me stomp it out. It's probably small enough.
Yeah. Let's say you take a 10. And
Thanks.
just stomp, stomp, stomp.
Okay.
You drop and roll into the... No.
Is there any, like, dirt or anywhere or anything inside? Like, actual dirt?
Basically, there's just a bunch of rubble, so you can find actual dirt in the cave you came in from, as well as, like, from bits and pieces.
Well, then Loud Scout's going to help out and use mold earth to just transport a bunch of dirt on top of
Sweet.
the flames.
It doesn't take very long, and you guys have completely put out the fire. It seems as though not much smoke, if any, had gotten up the what effectively would be the hole into the main keep.
Yeah, so can we get out of this trash pit now, guys? I'd really appreciate it.
As Rain says that, I pull out my bottle and take another drink.
I'm gonna walk.
That shit was crazy.
Grimtuck is gonna walk over and try and take a pull off of Loud Scout's drink as well, just panting.
I'm gonna take one, and I see him approaching, and then I'll just like hand it out.
Both of your roll Constitution checks.
This is just brandy, by the way.
Okay.
18. 18 for.
Wait, if it's just brandy. don't
Okay.
worry about it. I thought it might have been the other bottle.
It's
That
not
stuff
that
only
Loud
comes
Scout
out of my
special.
flask.
Thank you.
Metolius is going to take a look around
Okay.
now that we have had a little bit more of
Time.
to look around.
Hail, friend Elduin. How are you? Wounds healing okay? Seemed like you're in a bit of a rough patch for a minute
I
there.
am indeed still quite hurt, but I am alive thanks to Rain, and Elduin's going to walk over to Rain. Rain, how tall are you?
5'6", I think.
5'6". Elduin's going to just, like, look down and like put his hands on both of your shoulders and say, "I appreciate your assistance."
Anytime.
Chop liver over here?
Are you just staying?
I appreciate your assistance as well, but I was unconscious when that happened and was not aware of it.
No, I'm just making a perception check on the room now.
Go for it. There's a bit of quiet moments to this room.
10.
So what you see are carved reliefs into the wall, seemingly just like large stone archways, just kind of holding up the ceiling, just for more decoration than anything else. You see the entrance you had, as well as the large entryway into what seems to be farther down crypts. There's also the small hallway with some stairs going up at the far right corner, or the left side of the entry cavern that you came in.
I'm going to go investigate the steps.
Okay. Is anyone else doing anything while you're here?
Before doing... Sorry,
oh, no,
go ahead. Before Metolius starts to walk away, Grimtuck is going to request that everybody hold still for a second and listen. Since we know that there is a hole in the ceiling, I want to check for any kind of commotion. Like if there's any other... Like if anybody possibly heard us.
Sure.
Or if there's, sounds of footfall or anything
Anyone
like that.
wants to roll a perception check?
On it. 9.
Grimtuck,
From Elduin.
16.
14 for Rain.
Loud Scout got a 13.
You hear the sound of things like a bit of rubble, like falling, but it's not as though it just could be the ruckus you guys made, like a piece of rock falling off the side.
Like things still settling.
Yeah, you don't hear much.
Okay.
Specifically.
Rain's gonna like walk up the wall a little bit, like so she's out of the trash.
More centipedes.
More centipedes. Away from where the centipedes came out of the wall.
Okay.
By the way. And I'm gonna like pull out my water skin and a little piece of cloth out of my disguise kit and like wet it and like try to get like some of the fucking trash juice and shit off my clothes.
Okay. So, while this is all going on, everyone's taking a listen. Metolius, you're going up to the stairs, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Loud Scout kind of wants to like walk around the trash pile and roll an Arcana check to see if there might be anything magical hiding in the trash. That's going to be a 15.
It sadly looks like pretty mundane refuse.
All right.
Whatever magical, long since decayed.
And then Grimtuck's probably going to follow Metolius' lead.
Okay.
He's,
Going to the small staircase to the left of the original entrance.
Well, he's going to some stairs. I want to make sure, I'm getting his back. Who knows? Centipedes come out of nowhere in this place.
If darkness kind of mattered for any of you, it would be... It doesn't. It would be a long staircase about, give or take, 40 feet up. About the height of about the height of the ceiling in the place you're in right now. Kind of...
Up to the main floor.
Seemingly. It seems to stop at what is a panel on a wall, on a landing.
I turn to the rest of my compatriots and I say, it appears this is the way upward.
Do we need to take a moment for friend Elduin to patch up his wounds?
I wouldn't mind a moment, but this is quite smelly.
Metolius looks to everyone and says, I believe I can help with that. And he puts his hand on Elduin's shoulder and he uses lay on hands and gives him 10 HP.
Oh, snap.
Nice.
And just a little bit of that, like, guidance counselor back rub.
Yep.
And it's like, hey, how you doing? What's going on?
That was really good archering.
Good job not dying.
I'm just now back to where I was before I took that last hit.
Woo!
Good.
I didn't even notice how much damage that hit. Like, I was looking up something else for, like, a game mechanic, and then I just heard that you dropped.
I got hit for 23 in one swing.
Yeah. So, where is everyone at? Just so I know.
In terms of what?
In terms of your health point.
Oh, health points. Got it. I'm at, Rain is at 18.
Grimtuck is at 56.
Metolius is at 32.
Other one is at 24.
Loud Scout, what's your HP?
Loud Scout is at 35.
Oh, god damn, guys.
Okay, yeah, maybe I might even pop that other healing potion I have if we're gonna move on.
Okay.
We're not taking a rest?
A short rest?
Team?
If we're taking a short rest, I'd rather roll healing, or, hit dice,
Yeah.
but...
We can take a short rest.
Okay.
I'm down with a short rest.
If everyone else wants to take one.
And point of order, there's just the stairs out of the room, or is there another exit?
So there is a large hallway. You don't know where it goes to, but there seems to be stairs specifically upwards to what you can only guess to be the main floor. Because you can actually see, if you look straight up through the hole in the ceiling, you can see the sky. So you can see a few floors above you.
From the trash room.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Like literally, if you look straight up above you in the center of that trash pile, you can see like blue sky.
We entered in below the keep on the
very far below.
Sorry, go ahead.
Party, it might be prudent to check this floor before we head up. Up would likely lead us towards whatever denizens are in this keep.
More of those scum.
Why do you
orc.
think we're trying to go up?
I do not wish to be surprised from behind. I have already taken enough of a beating as it is. I do not wish surprise beatings.
Okay.
As somebody who's already been surprise beaten today, I have to say that it's a wise choice.
So we're sort of on the stairs right now.
No, only
We all started
Grimtuck and Metolius are near the stairs.
I gotcha. Metolius, Grimtuck, would you mind waiting for a moment and let me at least poke my head down this other hallway?
Of course.
I can always stealth a little bit forward and make sure everything's cool if you guys want to.
Just roll an investigation check, Elduin, as you're kind of walking through this area.
Not very investigative. 11.
So, as you kind of move down the hallway, you don't hear anything from ahead of you.
I'm attempting to be stealthy, by the way.
You're attempting to, and you're seemingly doing okay. If you'd like to roll a stealth for it, feel free.
Actually, I have advantage on that. 22.
22. Okay, yeah. So you move next to Soundless down the hallway, which seems to be soundless as well. What you see as you pass the first entryway into this kind of farther down corridor are two offshoots on either side of you filled with layers of small carved in about human-sized holes in the wall. Each one seemingly has a desiccated, like a skeleton covered in rags.
Oh, fantastic. I found the mausoleum.
And that's the first one. There seems to be two tables on either side in the center as though like a reflection point, one to sit with the ones past and reflect on what they brought and what they taught you. Moving further down, you see kind of more a smaller venue, maybe older from what it seems, from what you know, and the small sitting posts are these circular, almost marble stools in the center of these.
Okay.
And it's this almost H pattern in its look. A left and a right on either side, a long corridor, and another left and right offshoot.
And does it dead end?
It does.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and see if there's anything of interest in the room. Anything that looks grabbable, any hidden anything or other.
I'll let you roll one more investigation check.
Investigation, okay. That's a...
Cock die.
Cock die. 10.
Anything that could be worthwhile has long since tarnished and grown far too old to matter. You even see bits and pieces of what seem to be jewelry, but they are now just rusted hunks of metal. Okay. Whenever these corpses were laid here, they have been here for many generations.
Okay.
They are almost as old and broken as what seems to be this keep.
All right. Well, then I'm going to slink back to the rest of the group.
Okay.
Are we commencing with our short rest?
Or is there any reason why we wouldn't want to do a long rest? Because I could get my rages back.
A long rest would be 8 hours.
Yes, I do know that. I'm just curious.
Enoch expects us back today.
Oh, okay.
And you are affected. So think about...
Already a couple hours in, too.
You're already a couple hours in. And think about like Skyrim. You can't fast travel when there's enemies around.
Okay, yeah. No, I get it.
You've made your presence known enough that they'd probably be wondering why people were snoring in the basement.
And Ettins are suddenly gone.
That's
where did our guards go?
That's part of the presence you have made known.
Who killed the trash monsters?
Would love a short rest, though.
Let's take a short rest.
Sure.
Short rest.
Great.
Everyone who wants to, roll some hit die if you need it.
Super duper. It's hit dice plus your con.
Yes.
For each die you roll.
Hell yeah.
Definitely rolling both of mine.
Do you get any hit points back without rolling hit die, just like gratuitous hit
No.
points? I didn't think so.
Nope.
My gratuity to you is telling you, no, that's silly.
I gotta ask.
I got 10. I'll take it.
And with that,
Better than I was.
Shall we start up the stairs?
I am healed as best I can be without taking matters to extreme measures.
On the short rest, there's definitely a couple drinks that have been had by Loud Scout.
Excellent.
And Grimtuck.
I was going to say, slash anybody that wants to share.
We'll sit down and just...
I'd probably take a swig of brandy.
Grimtuck is going to mostly try to bullshit about the fight that they were all obviously just in.
Let's go. At this point, with that many drinks, I would give you now 2. So, that is your roll.
Cool. I'm ready to go, says Alduin.
I'm having a great time.
Feeling a little better after patching myself up.
Yep. Alright then. let us move onward.
Excellent. So, who starts up the stairs? Marching order, effectively.
Yeah, I mean, Grimtuck's down. I mean, maybe somebody should scout, but I don't know. It's up to you guys.
I can sneak a little forward if you guys want.
Would it be okay if Rain, would you feel comfortable scouting the ceiling and I'll walk the floor?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, are you guys walking up the stairs, like, in tandem?
Yeah, totally.
You're gonna, like, meet in the middle?
Kind of. Well, how much clearance do we have on the...
It gets a bit smaller as it goes up.
I'm just saying nobody would expect to scout from the high
That is
part.
true. That is true.
Or even another
You
one.
also see no motion up the stairs.
Another possibility here, and I'm just throwing it out here, might be a little bit wacky. Feel free to tell me now. You could also scout through the hole in the roof.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And go look and just kind of poke your head up through there
That
and see
is
what's going on.
definitely a thing I can do.
So, is there a ceiling on this stair?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's the trash heap. We could see the sky, but once we walked up the staircase, now we have a ceiling.
Yeah.
Great.
You'll see why very soon.
Totally. Just wanted to...
Yeah, actually, before we even start going up the stairs, I will stealth up the wall.
Okay.
With my slippers and see what I can see on the next floor from the hole.
Okay.
And that would be a 17 for my stealth.
Okay. Sweet.
So yeah, I go up and see what I can see.
Roll an investigation check for me to find a spot that is not so broken that you won't plummet down 40 feet to your death.
Wait, like, so the wall's broken?
The ceiling's broken.
Oh.
And you have to climb up to... There is
Don't risk falling to your death.
Well, I mean, it's not... Might not be your total death, but roll an investigation check to see if you can figure out a safe place to walk.
Okay.
Grimtuck will spot
I
you like
was-
an acrobat.
Yeah, totally. I guess I was kind of more picturing being able to just go straight up a wall into the next floor.
There is overhang on all points.
Okay, I see. Okay. Alright, that's fine. I'll roll an investigation.
Okay.
That would be a 18.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that hard to figure out.
Cool.
You notice places that don't have many cracks, especially around the edges of the wall. And you're able to kind of peek up. What you see above you so as you're, say you are like walking above the entrance you came in, and as you look across the opening above you, you see a room that seemingly is filled with broken cots and broken, almost what seem to be weapon, like housing pallets, things where maybe soldiers or guards held their arms when they were in their cots, in their place of rest.
Okay, so this is kind of like just like the barracks almost. Okay.
And then to your right, there seems to be a split, and to your right you see what almost looks like some form of like a church or place of worship there.
Okay.
A few broken tables and almost what seems to be a giant window, maybe possibly with stained glass at one point, smashed in.
Okay, I'm assuming I don't see any movement or hear any movement.
Not from
or
the direction
anything.
you're able to look.
From what I can tell, does it look like the barracksy area is like in use, like that people are currently...
It doesn't look like it. It
Okay.
also looks like that if there was a door to it, whatever the pillar that busted through the ground seemed to stop you from stop the door from being used.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So like you probably can't even really get in here from
Not easily.
the next floor. Okay. All right. And is there another floor above that?
Yep.
Can I keep using my same stealth check, or do you want me to make another one?
You would have to walk onto the main floor to be able to go. Like you'd have to climb up onto the main floor if you wanted to.
It's like you're coming out of a well, almost?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
You are
see.
now standing just at the precipice of floor 1.
Right.
You're in the
and I'd
basement.
have to like pretty much enter floor 1
to even try
to
to
go
get
up.
up to the
Okay.
second floor.
I'll just stop there, then I'll go back down.
Okay.
And report back. It pretty much looked like a small place of worship and a barracks for soldiers. Didn't look like any of it was in use. The pillar that fell made it look like it wasn't even really accessible from the next floor right now.
And
So
was there dust? Did it look like there had been...
it definitely didn't look like it was currently being used by anybody. It looked relatively untouched. So at least from there, it doesn't look like we're going to have any problems. But once again, it doesn't even look like you could get in there from the next floor if you tried. So I don't think it speaks for what could be ahead of those stairs.
Well, let's press on then.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. So yeah, marching orders. Grimtuck will take the lead, meat shield, and all.
I'll kind of probably slink towards the back.
Okay.
I don't know if Loud Scout would be last, but he'd be somewhere near the back.
Okay.
Metolius, you probably got my back, right?
Definitely.
Elduin, dead center?
Oh yeah, sure, dead center.
Okay. So let's say it's Grimtuck, Metolius, Elduin, Loud Scout, Rain.
Cool. Perfect.
Cool. So as you all... Are you guys rolling stealth? Or are you just going up and...
I will attempt to be stealthy.
Attempt.
Sure.
But not being the front
listen,
or back.
fancy free there, Metolius? No.
Rain rolls a 26 on the stealth.
You're a mouse fart. Grimtuck rolls a 12.
Okay.
Metolius rolls a 14.
Before we head up, Loud Scout is going to use his feat and cast non-detection on himself with that for free, basically.
Word. Sounds good.
What does non-detection do?
It basically makes me undetectable by magical means. I can't be picked up by scrying sensors, and it lasts for 8 hours.
Right ass. Well, Elduin got a 21 on his stealth.
Okay.
Loud Scout got a 19 on his stealth.
Wow. Way to go, guys.
Not too shabby. So yeah, you all start climbing the stairs, and it takes a little bit of time, but you're able to make it to the landing. And what you can see in this dim area is almost like a large stone slab that sinks perfectly into the wall. As though if you were on the opposite side of this, you may not be able to see it.
Ooh. On the other side of the hidden room. Neat.
Interesting.
Is there a mechanism to open this slab on
Not that you
our
can
side?
see, but no one's tried to do anything to it.
I try to do something to it.
What do you try to do?
Find a thing to open the door with.
As he's doing that, Loud Scout wants to walk up and roll an Arcana check on it.
Okay. Roll an investigation check. Monsieur Metolius.
I'll assist
That's
Metolius in that. Elduin will assist Metolius in investigation.
Loud Scout got a 9 for his Arcana check.
Nothing magical seems to be about this door.
10.
Tian, what you notice is that there is a very slight scuff right at the edge where the stone meets, and you kind of take a second and push, and you feel the stone kind of give, as though it starts to swing open. Just enough to know that it works, but not enough to, open it all the way.
I push it open.
Okay,
Well,
so...
before that, shouldn't we poke around? Didn't we say that there's like a barracks and stuff up here, potentially?
We
We're
are
not up there yet.
You have
not in that room. Sorry,
you
I
have
thought we
not
were in that
entered
room.
the room.
going
You are
up.
on the landing at the top of the
I
stairs.
understand now.
So
Okay.
Metolius pushes the door open. You hear the kind of scrape of stone, not very loud, but loud enough to make something audible as light now hits you as you're up out of this darkness. And you find yourself looking at a wall in front of you. To your left and right, you notice that there are entries as though...
There you go.
Boom! You notice you are here at the very back of this keep, behind the stairs. And you notice that to your left and right, there seem to be stairs going up to the second floor, cutting off your view of anything above you, as though this grand staircase had this secret passage behind it the whole time. What you can see when you look over, you do notice that busted-in pillar seemingly was set in next to the stairs on this floor and pulled down 2 floors above it onto the main floor, caving in that hole that you were standing in just a few minutes ago.
Sorry, we are standing right behind this wall? Okay. And so we can see this, and those stairs go up or down?
Up. And you can effectively...
Can't really see this.
You can see the under portion of these stairs that
Gotcha.
cover you. You can see down... You can see down either side of here. You see this opening. You see what seems to be the missionary of some kind. You even see the barracks a little bit. But it's hard to see much of anything else from your vantage point at the moment.
We'll absolutely be posting this map online.
We'll be
Various
posting
places.
all 3 of the maps for this mission.
Swordcast Adventures.
God damn it, guys.
Sorry to interrupt the story again, but he did also send along this small bit of a cost-stone that he told me to play about this portion of our story. So, please listen in, and as soon as it's over, I promise we'll get right back into the tale. Okay.
Have you found yourself lacking in the amount of dice you need? Do you have to re-roll every number and remember them in your brain? Do you have to borrow the DM's dice? Well, let that be a thing of the past. Go to dicebar.com and find their 29-piece adventurers kit. You'll never have to re-roll or borrow dice again. They have 8d6 for fireballs, 5d10, 5d8, and 4d4 for healing potions or healing spells, 2d12 and 2d20. That's everything any adventurer needs while facing monsters or encounters upon their journey. Just remember, go to dicebar.com and enter coupon code SWORDCAST, SWORDCAST, all one word, all capital letters, and get free expedited shipping. Dicebar.com, where you can find anything you need to play Dungeons & Dragons, as long as all you need is dice.
So, what you doing as you stand there behind this grand staircase?
Can we hear any movement or suspicious or non-suspicious sounds?
Loud Scout just approaches the staircase and starts to investigate as he walks up.
Okay, so you go around the other side to like the front of the staircase, just willy-nilly?
Not like willy-nilly. I'm like being cautious, but I want to work my way around the edge of the staircase and start to.
Elduin, you wanted to check?
Investigate.
You roll a
I'd love
perception
to
check
check
for me.
That will be a 9.
It could have been something like more rocks falling down to the bottom floor, but what you hear seems to be something like light, soft footsteps coming down the stairs.
The stairs right in front of me?
Well, the stairs that you are effectively behind.
Yeah, the stairs that are really close to me. Okay. I'm going to, signal to people around me that we should be a little quiet, and I'm going to attempt to be stealthy.
Okay.
Natural 20, which brings me to a 24.
Okay. So you are all, except for Loud Scout, effectively standing behind. Loud Scout is moving around. You now notice that there are about 8 pillars, gigantic ones, like the one you saw broken down into the crypt below. 7 left standing, still holding up what seems to be kind of a walkway above you. Small holes of broken plaster and decayed bits of that second floor seem to be opening, leaving these kind of cracked openings on the floor above. And yeah, you see in front of you a large, lavish, or once lavish carpet. You see like bits of rubble scattered here and there.
Do I hear the footsteps?
Roll a perception check. Let's see if you do too.
Perception is going to be a 14.
You also hear kind of padded footsteps coming down the stairs, just like as though wearing like either nothing at all or like a soft leather.
Okay, I guess I'm going to like crouch down and try and hide like right behind the footsteps and see if I can.
Mm-hmm. Do we all hear them at this point, or because I know that Elduin over here was
Elduin noted it, so you're all now listening in, and you can kind of hear slight padding down the stairs, and then it stops as it gets to what seemingly is the first landing. Yep, as it gets to that landing, it stops. The footsteps completely stop.
And you said we had an opportunity to see potentially.
Not from where you are.
Okay.
So I guess I would be pressed against the wall, like at the bottom of the steps. Like
yeah, you're over.
Now I guess if I had my back against it, I'd be able to see the rest of the party.
Yes, you are standing now right behind the pillar closest to the stairs that is still standing tall, and you are kind of like flush against the wall. What do you guys do?
Footsteps have stopped.
I just try and hide to see if I can see what or who it is.
You have to get a little closer.
Yeah, like.
Well, I want to wait down there and see if they come down.
Okay. The footsteps have completely stopped from what you heard.
Yeah, but I'm being super cautious. Like I just want to give it a minute.
So we're currently behind the stairs of those. So like we would just have to like look around the stairs.
You'd have to stealth out or find a way around. These are large stairs.
Okay.
This is like a grand staircase at like a palatial mansion.
All right. I'll kind of quietly, eye my compatriots and signal if they want me to...
Yeah. And do the rain, the finger motion
finger
of,
motions.
creeping.
Loud Scout, you now
Tippy
hear
toes?
kind of the pop of something familiar, almost like a water skin. It sounds very reminiscent to you.
Or a bottle.
Or a bottle. A wine skin.
Yeah, I'll roll a stealth and see if I can sneak around just enough to see.
Okay.
And that'll be a 13. Not my stealthiest.
So as you move past Loud Scout in this process, as you move around the banister of the stairs to try to get a look, and you hear in common, horns. I see that you all have made it out of our little downstairs. Well, I would like to ask you all to please make your presence known. It's rude to invade a person's house.
Well, what am I seeing? What does this creature look like?
This
Is it an
creature,
orc?
it is an orc. It is a female orc. Long black braids tied back. Huge fangs. Much more orcish than your green friend.
Yeah.
Skin blackened almost with white stripes kind of laid across as war paint along her body. And she just sits there with what seems to be a bottle.
Just by herself?
By herself.
Well, if we've already been called out, Grimtuck is gonna walk out like he's the fucking coolest thing on the planet. And just already has his axe. Basically, it's in his hand. It has been the entire time. Step out. I'm sure she's already seen you.
Oh, yeah.
She has noticed the movement in the horns, yes.
Yes. I'm gonna step out.
So you see this one.
She's quite a look.
And I will take a picture and post it as well. You see that sitting on the stairs.
But she's not an orc?
She is an orc.
Okay, she's just real ugly.
She's a real ugly.
Nice.
She's a real orc.
She kind of sees you walk out and goes. She spits. Half-breed.
How unbecoming of a lady. Perhaps somebody
Your
should
life.
teach you manners.
Your
Oh,
life
Jesus.
is unbecoming. But that is not why I called you out. I wish to offer you passage. Come, prove yourself as you invade the Cut-Tusk Keep. You think you're worthy of Skarn, our leader. No, you're not worthy. If you believe yourself to be worth even a modicum of his time, prove it in combat. Meet me up here. Join me. Defeat me. And you shall see.
I leave this response to the half-orc.
Loud Scout's still hiding.
Grimtuck is gonna just nonchalantly scratch his balls, yawn real big, and just stretch. I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't hear any of that.
At that note, she kind of stands up and just starts walking up the stairs.
Oh, hold! I accept your challenge. I'm sorry. I'm just used to having those types of odd threats lobbed at me by people who are worthy. But yes, if what it takes to prove my worth to this master of yours is fighting a woman, I'm more than happy to meet that challenge.
If you think I am easy to fight because I am a woman, then you are sorely mistaken, half-breed.
Oh, nothing about you is easy. You're definitely not easy on the eyes, and I'm sure fighting you is just as difficult.
Warden, please. With a mouth so horned by the vile blood that flows through you. Come up. Meet me up here. Fight me on my terms.
She's got the high ground, Obi-Wan style. I better watch out. No, so she's just trying to fight. I'll just pull out my axe.
She continues up the stairs.
I thought she meant on the landing
No.
where she was.
No, she is now up the stairs. She has offered you that challenge and has left the landing.
At that point, Elduin's going to stand up, unlodge his bow, and just say, "Grimtug, be careful."
Are any of you all doing anything else? Or is it just going to be Grimtug by himself?
I'm walking over towards Grimtug.
Okay.
Like, I'm not going to let him go up the stairs by himself.
This just seems like a bad idea.
Loud Scout's still hiding and is watching to see what everybody else does.
Metolius hasn't moved
Cool.
from behind the stairs.
As far as they know, it's just, they were already spotted, so they know that there's at least 2 of us.
3 now.
Yeah, 3 now.
Effectively, all you could tell is that they know that there's 2 of you.
Oh, okay.
She has long since gone before Elduin walked out.
Well, I could be walking to my death here. It seems kind of ridiculous to walk into just an unknown battle. Orcs aren't exactly known for being like, oh, you killed one of our friends, we'll just let you go. Because they're not honorable creatures as far as... well, I mean, I guess of my character's knowledge of other orcs that he's dealt with, are these, challenges and matters of combat something that they do tend to stick to? I know things like Goliaths and whatnot, they have, tend to have honor, so you can pretty much guarantee when they put a challenge forward that they would stick to it.
Roll a nature check.
Can I get initiative since I'm a half orc?
You can get advantage.
Or I was going to say not initiative, advantage. Sorry to say. 2 critical 20. I rolled 2 fucking 20s just now.
This is
That's crazy.
very odd. Usually they're just visceral, instant attack creatures. This one is acting odd for you, in front of you. She also looked odd. Her hands were covered in had long claws where her nails should be, black, lacquered, fine points on them. The markings are different. And again, the fact that she gave you a formal challenge sticks out as something very weird.
Absolutely. I mean, and the fact that we've already seen rogue orcs on this.
Yeah, these guys are all fucking strange.
Yeah, these are not normal. Not normal behaving orcs.
And our cover's already blown. So,
as far as you think, yes.
This individual.
Well, we might still have the advantage of them not understanding how many of us there are.
Very true.
Metolius nods silently.
Behind a wall that we can't see.
No, yeah, actually.
He's just agreeing with you. He doesn't have to be there to do so.
Yeah, Loud Scout is still hidden behind the pillar.
So, how much of the second floor is open? Are we...
So, it is this small opening. It's basically like a walkway around the pillars.
Mm-hmm.
So, all you can see is basically a banister from where you are. And walls above it.
But it's open, I can see the ceiling of the second story?
Absolutely.
Alright, so Teak, who has been on my shoulder so far, I'm going to see through his eyes and just have him fly up high enough to be able to see the second floor.
And that's how Teak died.
Yeah.
And we never saw Teak again.
I'm looking through his eyes, so...
True.
Well, give me 1 sec.
Teak is also very stealthy.
Okay. But he is flying up amidst a place that is watched. So you can roll a stealth check if you'd like.
I'd love to roll a stealth check.
I'm going to give you disadvantage.
Okie dokie. That's going to be a 17.
So, as Teak flies up and kind of peeks just over the banister, thinking that he is just out of view.
Well, this is me, but yeah.
Well, yes. You thinking that Teak is just out of view.
At this point, Metolius has moved out from behind the staircase where the door was, and he's motioned silently for Grimtug to proceed up the stairs.
Yeah, so I'm going. I was waiting to...
As you walk out from behind the staircase, you get a very odd chill up your spine. Something feels off. Hey, what's Teak's AC?
Oh no.
Crap, when was it written down? 1 second.
Oh no.
11.
So... You hear... actually, all who speak Orc can hear... Bird. As a flash of light streaks towards Teek's eyes, and Teek takes 14 points of damage.
Teek is super duper dissipating.
Oh shit.
So it's just a flash of light?
That's all Eldwin saw.
Yeah, that's all we know about
So
it.
what did I see before?
You saw the female orc lift her hand up and just throw a bolt at Teek.
Okay.
Shit, she's a magic user.
Coming out of my vision, Teek, I am.
As Teek starts to fall, you see him glow for a moment before he...
Okay. So,
Grimtuck is
by the
going
way,
to
Grimtuck,
Yeah.
that lady orc is a magic user and a powerful one at that.
Well,
Did I see any other orcs? Or was it just her?
Teek only saw her.
Only saw her.
Do I know this chill?
It...
Does it seem like I've experienced it in some form
Fashion or otherwise? Yes.
previously?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It feels wrong.
Okay.
You don't know why, but as soon as you walked out from basically behind everything and you put yourself into the main foyer, you felt that shiver run down your spine.
what say you, Fred Metolius? Should we go and give challenge?
Metolius doesn't respond because he's trying to not make his presence known. But he will attempt to use his divine sense
Okay.
to know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet of me that is not behind total cover.
Okay. So, you do feel something.
I can also detect the presence of any place or object that has been consecrated or desecrated.
Okay. That doesn't seem to be as much.
Okay.
Consecrated, you do feel from the kind of mission or the place of worship, but long since anymore. But you get a very hard sensation for something fiendish sitting about 50 feet above you.
I turn to Grimtuck and I approach so I can low whisper and I say, "Be on guard. It could be a trap." And that,
Yeah, I'd say it is.
Yeah, I don't feel the need to necessarily walk into a mindless duel with a magic-using orc woman in a place such as this. I wish to go.
we'll back you up. Be careful.
Okay. Well then, Grimtuck is... That's all he really needs to hear. People got his back. I'm gonna go. Grimtuck is going to...
Wait. We might be able to use you as a distraction
That's
or
the
a
plan.
diversion. Could Rain, perhaps with your fancy boots, could you perhaps climb up a different location?
So, there are 2 holes in the floor that you can see. There and there. So, I'm not going to explain anything else on this map just yet, but you see a hole right there, pretty much above your heads. And you
Okay.
see one a little farther down near to the entryway to the actual keep right here.
Okay.
There seem to be 2, if you notice on the... So yeah, there seems to be a hole right here and here. Either side of this walkway above you seems to be broken open
Okay.
from age or what have you. So if you wanted to take a different route, there are.
I mean, yeah, I absolutely could.
And Grimtuck is walking up the stairs at this point.
Okay.
And following the female.
Metolius says, "I have a plan," as he follows Grimtuck.
You both are walking up together?
No, I'm walking up behind him, so like they see him first. I'm like 20 feet behind.
Okay.
I am trying to be stealthy,
Sweet.
so I'll roll a stealth check.
Are you very much not being stealthy, Grimtuck?
Yeah, I'm completely... I don't care.
I'll give you an advantage on that one because he's trying to take...
Good.
No.
Not great.
Yeah.
6.
Okay. So as you start to walk up the stairs, Grimtuck, you see the female orc sitting amongst what seems to be makeshift tents, a few fire pits even, spread throughout this small opening in the second floor, as though they have made this their sleeping quarters.
How many people roughly do I see?
You see her,
Okay.
But you see 3 tents.
Okay. And she is waiting for me? She is walking
She is
away?
just kind of standing there amidst the tents. You now see her hand, kind of, the light kind of emanates from it and like dissipates as she...
I'm not like moving to attack or anything quite yet. Just kind of circling and sort of hefting my axe in my hand a little bit.
So now you are over in this area. We will show this map as well. So you're over on the... Yep. And she is deep within either of those tents.
So I'm not going to move within the area to where I'm vulnerable from multiple people coming out of tents.
Okay.
I'm just going to, let her see that I'm poking around and looking for some other people. And while I'm doing that,
So staying basically at the stairs then?
well, yeah, I'm obviously looking in the, like,
Okay.
kind of poking
First
around,
tent?
looking in the tents.
There's nothing in
making sure to see that she's not leading me into some. I'm letting her know that I think that she may be leading me into a trap.
Okay.
And so what? I'm supposed to walk forward so you and your friends can stick another knife in my back? I thought this was going to be a challenge.
I see that your human weakness is coming through. Half-breed.
Your types are the ones to stab those when they're not looking. But I've already been stabbed once today by one of your filth, and obviously it didn't stop me from felling your beasts in the basement. It won't stop me from felling you. Where would you like to do this? Obviously we need more room to move.
I don't think so. Come closer. Come to me.
Before we begin our dance, tell me, what is your name?
Kerr.
I am Grimtuck. I must say, it's nice to finally face somebody with a little bit of, let's just say, what would be the orcish word for balls? Really not.
Whatever orcish for balls.
Yeah,
Probably.
I'm gonna say it in orcish, but just balls. And then from there, I'm gonna just, if she's saying that we're gonna fucking do this, I'm gonna full speed run at her.
Okay. As you begin your run, just charging forward, you see her put her fingers up to her lips, and she makes a whistle. And you hear a rumble, and not out of the tent, but out of the wall that's standing right next to you, right here.
Mm-hmm.
The wall explodes as this gigantic beast, huge horns, and hefting what seems to be a great sword on its back, just busts through, side tackles you, catches you. Make a...
I'm raged, by the way.
Okay, so we're going to make a... let's do a stealth contest. Or
Stealth?
a strength contest. A stealth contest.
See who is more the sneaky.
How's the sneaky SARS you?
How are the sneakiest?
Oh, the sneaky.
Oh, guess who rolled a fucking critical 20? Or natural 20.
Nice.
Killing it.
I'm gonna body slam this thing.
Just do the Aikido, take its momentum, hoist it off the other
Oh
side.
no, this is a strength check, baby. I'm gonna suplex it.
Love it. Hearing the commotion of something burst through a wall, Loud Scout's now going to start to make his way up the stairs.
Elwin will as well. Enraged at the death of his... or the temporary death of his... familiar.
What's your modifier?
Holy shit. My strength mod?
Yeah.
+5.
+5?
Yes.
So, you see this thing charge forward, and as it bursts through the wall, taking you off guard, it grabs you, unable to, lift you up. Instead, it just pushes both of you forward and throws you down. You're able to grab onto him, too, and twist in air, but he throws you down into the pit that you were standing next to as you were running forward.
And I pull him with me?
He pulls you with him, but you're able to kind of flip.
Okay.
So he lands first.
Good. Thank you.
Fall.
Natural 20.
Yes. You fall about 30 feet.
Oh shit.
I'm going to make it.
Well, good thing I take half damage.
Yeah. So you would take, at the moment, you would take 13 points of damage halved, so 6.
Okay.
And the creature takes 13 as well, as you two land in what seems to be a broken dining hall. You both crash into this old rotten table. Wood goes everywhere, and this huge creature kind of towers even over you. It looks orcish, but it seems to have something infused in it as giant horns stick out of its head, and it's just grossly over broken greatsword comes off of its back as it just...
What is so does this thing bipedal or?
Yep.
Okay. It's giant. What is?
So you guys would hear this in the room next to you.
It has 2 legs, 2 arms.
It is a medium size, yeah.
Okay.
So that's convenient. I'm back down on the floor with you.
Yeah, I
true.
was gonna say, do we hear that?
You were the only one that kind of went up the stairs at any moment. Right?
Yeah, I went up the stairs as soon as I heard the crash.
Yeah.
Yes.
With my bow in my hand.
Okay, so, and you were falling behind him.
I waited for loud.
I started to head to the stairs.
Metolius waited for loud.
I was still hiding behind the pillar. I started to make my way towards the
Okay.
stairs.
So
I
is
didn't go up.
everybody heading up the stairs then?
Metolius is waiting for Eldwin and Loud Scout to get up the stairs.
Okay.
You might change. Who knows? You heard a huge
Yeah, I was gonna
crash.
say, if I hear it crash on the same floor, I'm not gonna.
You
head up
guys
the
are
stairs.
starting... You guys didn't hear the crash on the floor. You heard the the explosion through the wall.
Yeah, and that's
as
when
you
I started to come
heading
out
up
of
the
from
stairs.
behind the pillar.
And then it took a few moments as he kind of rushed him. So you started moving up the stairs, and Metolius is about halfway up, give or take, because you were falling along Grimtuck 20 feet behind.
Yeah, he's on the landing.
Mm-hmm. So yes.
As I'm going up the stairs and as I am starting to approach where Metolius is,
Mhm.
I whisper to him, I can go up and get an attack on this woman if we want,
It sounds like the fight has begun. Go.
Alright, I'm gonna stealth up the stairs and try to get a surprise attack on the orc woman.
Okay. Roll stealth.
You got it?
Well, it won't be a surprise, really.
Oh, it wouldn't be a surprise? Okay, never mind then. Well, I mean, not never mind, I guess, but if it's not a surprise round, I don't know if
It's not a surprise.
I wouldn't do it without
She
people
even
in.
saw your horns.
Well, I know, but I don't know if she knows I'm coming up the stairs at all.
She'd be paying attention.
Okay.
You can get a
Well,
quick
she
stab in.
still hasn't
She has not.
taken a turn yet, exactly.
Effectively.
So, but then, oh wait, yeah, no, okay, cool. Actually, yeah, I will still do it, because with my assassinate ability, I get automatic advantage, aka sneak attack, on any creature that hasn't taken a turn in combat yet. But it's not automatically a critical because she's not surprised. Okay,
Yes.
I got it.
And as you round the stairs and try to sneak first,
Oh yeah, sneak first. That would be a 13.
she seems to be looking down into the hole that there now is a broken wall, and she's looking over this hole in the floor as she's kind of laughing to herself as you run up the stairs.
Okay. I guess if she's that distracted, I'd probably just try running up to her and attacking with my rapier.
Sure.
Okay. So I get advantage. So 15 or, oh, there we go. That's much better. 22.
22 hits.
Wonderful. Okay. For 11, 13, 16 damage.
Well done.
Hell yeah.
And I'd say, I don't know how this exactly would work at all, but I'd say if she's looming over the pit, I'd be aiming to rush her with my rapier in hopes of knocking her into the pit.
Okay.
She's standing. Yeah, wait. She's standing in front of the pit. She's behind the pit, right?
She's effectively standing over it, but
She wouldn't, because the thing bowled into me from
Oh,
that
that's
direction
true.
too. So
That's
she
true.
would
you're,
have
you're
had to
running
be on the
around
side.
it to stab at her.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, she
okay.
would
I was
have
kind
to
of thinking
be
more
on the-
her back to me.
Oh, I thought
Okay.
she would be on the side because the thing bull rushed over the top of it, I thought.
Right.
But yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Okay, well, I mean, if I'm still running up to her and attacking her next to a pit, I'd be attacking her in the direction to maybe
Sure.
try and knock her in.
How much damage did you do again?
What did I say? It was 11...
16.
16.
Okay. At that moment, everybody roll initiative.
Yes.
I could have done better with that. Grimtuck hit to an 8.
22 for Rain.
Loud Scout got an 18.
Elduin got an 11.
Metolius got a 19.
Well done. So are the creature and I both prone? I landed on top of it.
You landed on top of him. You are both prone at the moment.
Okay.
It's now whoever gets to move first.
Nice. And it's a large?
It is a medium creature, effectively.
medium.
It just looks... It's very bulky. You love your grapplings.
I'm gonna give it a hug.
I'm gonna give it such a big hug. No, but first and foremost, after damage is dealt to these creatures, Rain, you are actually first again.
Wonderful. I will go ahead and do that all over again.
Stab again.
Being a 25.
25 hits.
Jesus.
Yep.
I gotta say, you are stabbing people well this game.
11, 12, 15, 18 damage that time.
Ooh.
Nice.
So yeah, without her paying enough attention, you're able to get 2 deft stabs in, dealing an insane amount of damage to this creature. She screams, and as she screams, you hear a roar coming from one of the tents.
Wonderful.
She got boyfriend.
She got boyfriend, but that makes it Metolius' turn.
Metolius will climb to the top of the stairs, and could he tell which tent it came from?
Yes, you can. You can tell that it's coming from the farthest tent.
Okay. Metolius strides forward, and assuming that this is representative of the chill he got earlier, he's going to hold his action until he sees whatever caused the roar.
Okay.
And he's going to channel divinity, turn the faithless.
Okay.
If it's a similar creature.
Sweet. If it makes an appearance, basically.
Yo.
Sweet. Okay.
When it's within 30 feet of me.
Within 30 feet. Sounds good. Well, let's go. You are now coming up the stairs.
And what do I see? I see the...
You see the female orc getting stabbed. You hear the roar.
Sweet.
And yeah, you notice that your friend Grimtuck is not.
I imagine there's at least an echo you'd hear from 2 bodies hitting the floor down there.
And by the time you get like halfway up the stairs, you hear the solid just like crash.
So I get upstairs and I see Rain stabbing this orc woman, and then I guess I run to the edge to see what is going on down there. So I see Grimtuck and this thing.
Yep.
Wrestling. I guess Grimtuck's on top of him.
At this point, yes. Sounds like that's the case.
Metolius just moved to the edge of the
Okay.
hole, by the way.
So you can also see this.
So I guess I will... I guess I can't hit the thing without hitting Grimtuck, so I'm going to use a level 2 spell slot. Or no, I'll just use level 1 spell slot, pull out my diamond, and kind of act like I'm going to throw it at this orc woman across the way and cast Chromatic Orb using fire.
Cool.
Burn her.
17 to hit.
17 hits.
Sweet. Uh, 10 damage.
Okay. Did you...
Nope.
And what kind of things did you throw at her? What chromatic?
Fire.
Fire?
Yeah.
Burn her! And as your flaming orb flies across the chasm, it catches her and you see her scream again as the bits of paltry fabric start to ignite on her. She is still up, but...
Throw her in the hole with me.
Just... She's mine. Elderman, your turn.
Elduin, as he rolls up the stairs, he's gonna knock an arrow on his bow. He's going to make it glisten and fire it at this orc witch for 26 to hit.
It doesn't hit. Weird.
It's really strange. That's funny. It's like, yeah. That was knocked technically. That's going to be 11 points of damage.
And as your arrow sails through, it catches her right between the eyes, and Grimtuck, she meets you down as her body falls lifelessly into the wood.
Yes!
Awesome. Can I...
I was really hoping to
So
be able to
I'm
do
on the... I was imagining myself sort of coming up the stairs when I fired that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to run over to the hole
Okay.
and look down.
Yep.
Can I see this assailant of Grimtuck's?
Yes.
Can I use my second second arrow to fire at that?
He is prone to be disadvantaged. Or
Okay.
fire at the ground.
Gotcha.
Shot man, I believe in you.
Yeah, I don't know. Disadvantage. I'll fire away with another, and this one's also going to be a glowing arrow. Oh, that's not going to hit. Not at all. That is, though it is an 11 to hit.
11 does not hit.
Yeah.
So your second arrow flies and just sticks into the ground next to both the giant, well, not giant, the hulking orc beast and the, the horned one next to him.
Point of order. So, Rain and myself are upstairs.
Rain, actually,
Everyone's
everyone
upstairs
but Grimtuck.
Everyone but Grimtuck. Okay.
And you're all standing around the hole, effectively.
We're all standing around the hole. So, on account of us all being up here, I'm going to pop my action surge, and with quick practiced hands, I'm going to grab into my bag of sand. And I'm going to use Gust to guide this sand down, and I'm just going to encircle the head of this foe.
Okay.
I'm going to attempt to blind him with
Sweet.
this sand.
Well done.
I like it.
That's Dex, and my DC is 14.
He makes it.
He makes it.
He does.
He was prone. You didn't get no disadvantage on that?
To blink.
Oh, okay, yeah, there. Damn it. Trying everything I got.
We already got like 1 million free stuff things on this encounter
Oh,
already.
okay.
So
Alright.
But speaking of, it's his turn now. So he pushes you off of him, just pushes out from under you effectively.
Okay.
Standing up, he looks at you and you see what looks like a fire in his eyes.
That's not good.
No, it's not. But what he does do,
Fire resistance. Yikes.
he looks at you and just roars in and goes, "You must die."
Man, these guys are more racist against me than they are against anybody.
I mean, in fairness, that cut both
They're taking
ways.
it personally.
advantage is fine.
Oh, what?
Oh, god damn it. He gets
I'm
up
seeing
first.
what I do first. Let's see. So the first attack is, as he kind of says that, he bites down upon your shoulder, taking off a huge chunk. Dealing... Yeah, it's not going to be good, man. Dealing a natural 20.
He hit a natural 20?
Yeah.
Did he get a natural 20 on that opposed athletics check too?
Yeah.
We both did? God damn. Oh, I thought so.
That's intense.
This guy is dropping 20s like crazy.
Dealing... that would be a 12. That is a 16 points of bite damage.
So drop that to 8.
Piercing specifically. The second one, he wheels around that gnarled greatsword and swings down at you. Actually, advantage again.
Fuck that. Being pro.
He swings at you, wildly missing,
Nice.
hitting for a 9. Does not hit, but his greatsword just slams into the ground. And again, he just roars with a hatred in front of you. You even hear him kind of utter one last word, which I believe only a rogue understands. What languages do you speak, my dear?
I speak Common, Infernal, Elvish, and Dwarvish.
Nope. Anyone speak Abyssal?
Nay, nay.
Nay, nay. You just hear something that sounds like the rush of flames and the just toil of 1,000 souls.
Holy shit.
It's a hell of a language.
It's not fun. I'm still learning it, so, one of these days. But that makes it your turn, Grimtuck.
Okay. Well, I have to stand up, obviously. Being
Obviously.
prone sucks. And then from there, let's see here.
Standing up from being prone just takes half your movement, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I still get both actions. Same as that bastard.
Oh,
Do I initiate a grapple on this guy and knock him to the ground, or do I just want to hit him with my axe? Because he seems like he's going to do a lot of damage to me. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to swing on him. I got a couple of axe blows with his name on it. I'm just going to yell back as loud as I possibly can. Counter shouting.
Counter shot.
And just fucking swing. I hit, or both of those, I swing for what? 8, so 16? No, 15. Sorry, I can't do math. Both swings
15?
Yes.
Both hit.
Awesome. So the first one, hits to 11, 12, 13. And then the second one hits to 7, 8, 9.
What was it 13 and 9? So
Yep.
22 altogether? Nice.
So you slice once and it just, a giant gash rolls across his chest. The second slice seemingly knocks him around as though you hit him hard enough to spin him, but what you don't notice is that as he spins, his greatsword comes up and catches you right in the chest.
What? Counterattack? What is this?
Right post.
Oh man, this guy's bad. Can't even be mad at him. That's cool.
Dealing a total of 10 points of damage.
Does it get past my AC? It just goes right?
He effectively rolled a 24.
Fuck. So you said how much damage?
It is 10.
Okay, so knock that down to 5. That's a neat one.
Yeah.
Good for him. Can't even be mad.
Can't even be
That's
mad.
pretty cool.
Next, you see the farthest tent. As you all are looking down on this battle ensuing, you see the farthest tent shake and just rip to shreds as a second one of these horned beasts barrels out at effectively Rain, who is the closest.
Wonderful.
But I see him.
But you see him, so you do your thing.
As I see it, I grab my... Metolius grabs this holy symbol and his eyes kind of go emerald. And he utters ancient words that are painful for Fae and Fiends to hear. Each Fiend within 30 feet of me that can hear me must make a wisdom saving throw.
That's 2 fiends for that.
I'm well aware.
And they're not super wise. Did you know that?
I did not know that, but I could assume that they were orcs and not super wise.
Orcs, and they got horns out their
So
brains.
DM,
Yeah.
it says Fae or Fiend, and elves are technically Fae ancestry. I'm gonna let... Okay, cool.
No.
Not
Though
active
Teak
Fae.
would have had to do it.
Okay.
Would've.
Whatever. Single tear comes down my...
We're avenging your bird.
Yeah.
So
I appreciate
what's
that.
your?
He's more
what's
than
the
just
DC?
a bird!
15.
He's a friend!
So I got 6 because it's -1, and I got 11 because it's -1. So neither. Okay.
Ooh, what happens?
I'm so excited! I don't even know what's gonna happen, but I'm so excited!
Even worse.
Okay. They're frightened of me for a minute.
They can't get close. They actually. Let me rephrase this. We're going to back it up to the moment he rips open the tent. You make this action.
Correct. I make this action. They are turned from me. They're not turned. They are turned.
You don't know their
No,
life.
Loud Scout is turned.
That is true.
A turned creature must spend its turns trying to move as far away from me as Metolius as possible. It can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of me, and it also can't take reactions. For its action, it can only use a dash action or to try to escape from an effect that Oh, right. It can only use the dash action to move away from Metolius, and there's nowhere to move. The creature can use the dodge action.
Rad.
And it also has disadvantage to checks and attacks while I am inside of it.
Yeah.
You're inside of it?
While I'm in its line of sight, yes.
Oh, in sight. I thought you said inside. I was like, what is this? This is in the whale.
This is real rapey.
Come on, blue guys.
Hey.
Hey, don't be
Party Paladin.
Rule stuff.
don't be sex and
This is
demons.
completely off topic.
So instead of running towards Rain, which was his initial action, he is no longer able to, and he runs to the closest point away from you, which is the wall. He can't even get down the hallway because you are standing too close to it. He runs basically. No, he can't. That's towards you effectively because he's here.
Yeah.
He's got to run here and cower. He makes no action.
How long does this last?
For a minute.
Okay.
For a long
Shit,
fucking
yeah.
A
time.
while.
Until they take damage.
Okay, I gotcha.
So, you got at least a free hit on him. But that makes it, that Teneric cannot do anything at the moment. Rain, it is your turn.
Okay. Well, I guess Rain wouldn't know that taking damage would.
Correct.
That is true.
Yeah. Okay. So then I would probably not want to get close to it, so probably use my hand crossbow.
You're shooting the upstairs one?
The upstairs one,
Tight.
yeah.
Cower motherfucker.
And both of them are effectively afraid.
Nice.
And
The only reason the one
him-
upstairs moved is because it was his turn.
it bursting out of the tent was technically it taking an action in combat. Oh, yeah, and then it took its action to get. Yeah, never mind.
This is the top of the round at the same.
Yes, totally. Okay, for a 13 or 13.
It does not hit.
Okay, that just means it's frightened for another turn.
It means you scared it worse. You shot an arrow at it.
Pretty much. I guess everybody else is still up here, right?
Everyone but Grimtuck.
But Grimtuck? Okay, so I guess I'd probably, seeing everyone else still up here, seeing the thing now officially cowering in the corner from us, not really understanding why. How far away are the stairs from me?
The stairs from you, where you are, probably about, I would say, 20 feet, give or take,
Okay,
to get around to there.
so I'll use my dash action to get downstairs so that Grimtuck's not down there by himself.
Okay.
And then, so that would be my bonus action, so that's all I could really do.
Sure. At the bottom of the stairs, from where you can guess Grimtuck would be, you see 2 double doors. They're not open, but they are leading to where you think the room would be.
Okay, gotcha. And that's as far as I can get? Excellent.
That makes it Metolius' turn.
Metolius is going to... Can you make it to the one cowering in the corner? 30 feet?
Get him.
I approach,
Falcon punch.
and I draw my sword, and I say, in Orcish,
Ooh.
I say, your kind is bad enough, but to mix with demon blood, that is something I cannot abide. And I will make both attacks on him.
Okay.
Why are the demon orcs racist against me?
Ugh. That's a miss.
Okay.
That's also a miss. Yeah, that's a miss.
What'd you roll?
Twice. Not enough! I just whiffed twice.
Well, he's still afraid of you. At least.
I guess.
Silver lining.
Are you doing anything else?
Guess not.
Okay. Let's go.
So how far is the cowering one from where I'm at right now? Basically, can I get within 30 feet of it?
Yeah, you absolutely can.
Okay, so I'm gonna run up to as far as I need to go to get within 30 feet of this thing, and I'm going to pull out the little clay hand that I had carved earlier and hang it off my necklace, and as I do, I'm going to cast Maximilian's Earthing Grasp right by the cowering orc.
Okay.
What does that do?
So in a 5-foot square, a large hand made out of compacted soil, or it's a medium-sized hand, rises out of compacted soil and grabs a creature, and they have to make a strength saving throw, or a strength saving throw.
He does not. What's your DC?
14.
Actually, let's see. He does seem to. He does. Damn it.
Dang.
As the earthen grass grips around him, you see him kind of like.
He still hasn't taken damage though. Or did he?
No. Oh, well, he made the save. So.
This guy is he's untouchable.
Despite the fact that he's frightened, he's completely untouchable.
He's too meek. You guys just don't want to hurt him. I understand.
Yeah, I guess Lodska he takes it back off his necklace and puts it back in his pocket, and I guess that's it.
Okay. Staying by the hole.
Yeah,
Not a problem.
staying in a general area where I'm not in too much danger.
Okay. Eldwin, are you gonna break this spell?
I'm not. Well, so the one that's on the bottom floor.
Both of them are frightened.
Where's the one on the bottom floor?
Right below you, effectively still in combat with Grimtuck. He hasn't made an action since being frightened.
Okay. Well, I am going to attempt to shoot this particularly demonic fish in a barrel.
The one above or below?
Below.
Okay.
I'm going to. These are going to be special, Elduin special glowing arrows. That first one is going to be a 16 to hit.
Hits.
Is this a Feywild one or just a glowy arrow one?
Just a glowy arrow one.
Okay.
I can decide when it hits.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure when you said glowy one if that's... No, they all glow, right? All your magic arrows?
All my magic arrows.
Okay.
I mean, that's how I'm saying it's.
Tight, okay.
That's going to be 6 points of damage.
Okay.
Then we'll pull out my next arrow and fire it in quick succession. Speaking is hard. That is also going to hit.
Okay.
17. Ooh, max damage. That's going to be 13 points of magical damage.
Okay. And he is still up, but you notice that the slight hint of fear in his eyes, Grimtuck, dissipates.
All the same.
Which makes it his turn now.
And remember also, in case for any kind of... I don't know if this is applicable, but I am using a silver great axe. I don't know if that has any effect on fiends for anything like that. Don't know. So, throwing it out there.
Not a problem. But this creature, now shaking off the effect of the words Metolius spoke.
And sprouting a few arrows.
Decides to go in for another bite. As he, bites down you and misses terribly with a 10. Then tries for a swing with its greatsword and swings at you for a 13.
Nope.
Shaken by the arrows and the fear that have pierced his soul, he misses.
Also, Grimtuck's been dodging shit all day.
It was true. Well, let's see if he can dodge you now, Grimtuck.
This repost mofo.
Yum!
I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna swing my axe at him twice. Ugh, not awesome. The first one hits to 9. The second one... no, it hits to 12. Sorry, not 9.
12 does not hit.
And then the second one hits to... God, it's so terrible. 15.
15 hits.
Oh wow, that one hit. And... lowest damage possible at a 6, 7, 8.
And in kind, in response, his reaction as you cut 8 points of damage. As you do a nice cut across his chest once again, now almost having a cross on there, he swings back around, dealing another 15 points of damage to you.
Jeez. Is that rounded up or down?
Rounded down.
Okay.
So 7.
Okay. Man, he's doing more damage on the riposte than he is just normally.
It's true.
Good for him.
And that makes it our fair scaredy cat's turn, unless you're doing anything else, Grimtuck.
I don't think there's anything else I really can do.
Okay, and literally with Metolius standing right there, he can't... Well, he can move away.
It must spend its turn trying to move as far away from me as possible.
I was going to say, now that you're not blocking him off from the exit, he starts to run away, which gives you an attack of opportunity. Mr. Metolius.
14.
Hits.
Nope, 15.
Hits.
Hey!
The answer is yes.
14.
Yeah, max damage.
Woo! So as you cut into this creature, you notice it, as it starts to run away, you catch it with your sword, and as you do, you notice it shake its head
Bring it, big boy.
and turns.
Yep.
First one, the bite. Charges at you, teeth out, forward, 19 to hit.
That'll do.
That hits you for 9 points of damage.
Okay.
As he bites down on you, drawing blood through your armor.
Okay.
Got some chompers.
Second one, a wild swing with the greatsword for 20 to hit.
Yep.
Yup. That's only 10.
Okay.
That ends his turn.
Mm-hmm.
Which, top of the round, Rain. It's yours again.
Wonderful. So I'm just in front of these doors that I'm pretty sure Grimtuck and
Yes.
me. Okay, I'll open them.
Okay. You see Grimtuck and the team.
Wonderful.
It locked in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, it is pretty epic looking, I'm sure. Lots of
Probably.
blood.
Lots of blood. Just trading blows one after another.
How far away from the door are they?
No more than 20 feet.
Okay, gotcha. In that case, yeah, I will actually not even enter. I'll just from the doorway shoot with my hand crossbow.
Okay.
For For an 8.
It does not hit.
Assuming that doesn't hit. Well, dang. I guess in that case, I'll use my bonus action to hide.
Wait, did you roll advantage on that?
No. Should I?
Yes, because Grim Duck's right.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I'm 5 feet.
Totally. Well, then, that's much better. 17.
17 hits.
Excellent.
It's like, wait, no, that should be something else.
Even better. Oh, no, that's number 6. Oh, still the same. So that'll be 4, 9, 14, 17 damage.
Okay, still standing, but looking much more worse for wear.
Wonderful. Now I will use my bonus action to hide behind the doorway. Like, kind of in the other room.
Okay. Roll stealth really quick.
Sure.
Word. That makes it Metolius. It's your turn.
That would be a 16 for myself.
Okay.
I will attack this creature that has just hurt me.
Yeah.
Hurt Metolius. 17 plus 7. So I'm assuming that hits.
It does.
12 points of damage.
Okay.
I'll swing again.
Okay.
18.
18 hits.
And this one I will spend the spell slot.
Okay.
To Divine Smite.
Oh shit.
Smite!
A level 1 spell slot, which means extra 2d8 plus a d8 because he's a fiend. And then 1d8 for damage on this one. That will be 15 plus 7 plus 6, so 28 points of damage.
Boom. Damn. That is a total of 40 points of damage. Wow. Woo-hoo-hoo. Very nice, sir. Very nice. It is going to make that reaction, though.
Sure.
Swings for 18 to hit.
That just hits.
For 15 points of damage.
Okay.
Stay up.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Cool.
Could you roll, like, not good for me, ever?
Alright. I'll do my best.
Hey, I got
this whole
almost killed last combat.
Well, you were standing too damn close.
That's your turn.
He matched my 20 with a 20. That was pretty whack.
And
Rolling rocks tonight.
Oh, Loudscout's turn? Okay. The one's not cowering anymore, right?
No, it is no longer cowering.
neither are cowering.
Mm-mm. Both have been hit since then. But the one that's down below, it looks worse off than the one that's up above.
And he's no longer grappled, right?
Nope.
Cool.
Wait, never
Who was
was really.
grappled? Or-
Never
Nobody
was.
was grappled.
You were on top of him at one point.
Yeah, we're not now. Now
Okay.
we're trading blows.
So then that one, I guess, I'm just going to try and create bonfire on him and light him on fire.
Okay.
Which one?
The one that you're in front of. DC?
14.
Make it. He makes it. At a 14 even.
So 5, so 2 points of damage.
Okay. He laughs at.
They're also resistant to fire damage, so it's 1 point.
Jesus Christ.
Hutscott, are you doing anything else?
No.
Oh, your turn.
So that last attack did not do a whole lot against upstairs.
No.
Upstairs baddie. All right, Elduin is going to take. He's going to take a shot at the baddie who is upstairs on account of he's closer, and he's going to make it a magic arrow for a 19 to hit.
Hits.
And on hit, he is going to attempt to banish this fiend to the Feywild.
Okay.
Charisma saving throw, DC 14.
Nope.
Nope. All right. So he is he is banished to the Feywild until the end of his next turn,
That's always funny.
and I have not rolled damage yet. 7 points of piercing and magical damage.
So yes, You knock your arrow and let it fly, and as it connects into the creature, he just and is gone.
Excellent. And then I'm going to take my second shot at the downstairs demon orc.
Downstairs demon orc.
That's going to be a 27 to hit.
That hits.
Jeez.
For 8 points of damage.
Just 8?
Just 8.
Okay. That makes it... Whew. It's not looking good there, sir. That demon orc in front of you takes one last hearty swing and one last gnarled bite at you. Maybe not. Maybe you'll all miss next turn.
Yeah, right?
But he tries to bite at you for a 13. Actually, 12. And then tries to swing at you for a 13, which does not. So, yeah. In lieu of him being more and more pained,
I'm so
he
excited to
swings wide and gnashes his teeth at the air, missing completely.
Yes!
Grimtuck, it's your turn.
Grimtuck is going to take his head off.
Want you to roll double one.
Oh, God.
I didn't do great, but I did hit to a 17
That hits.
and then a 10.
Okay. 10 does not.
And then 7, 13, 14, 15 damage with the old great axe.
And in that, you do remove the creature's head.
Yes! And give the loudest, most triumphant, just super duper pissed that everybody today has called me half-breed scum.
There.
Not really. I'm not really mad about that. I just think it was pretty tight that I took a fiend orc's head off.
Also fair.
Okay. Anything else, Grimtuck?
I'm going to kick his head up against the wall as hard as I can like a soccer ball.
Okay. With a sickening squelch, it slams into the wall, and slides to the ground.
Nice.
The other demon orc kind of looks around very confused as he is once again set into that beautiful glade, not knowing where he is. As what seem to be spikes or thorns fly out in his direction, missing him, but landing almost in a circle around him. But it does turn back to Rain's turn, as the Teneric begins to run from his would-be assailants, not knowing what they are doing or where they are coming from.
Okay, so I mean...
So he blinks back in at the end of his turn.
Yeah, so at that moment...
Okay, so he did blink back in before my turn. Okay.
So as he began to run, you see him blink back in, and he kind of bashes himself up against the wall.
Cool.
Well, she doesn't see it.
Yeah, she's
That's
downstairs.
true. I'm downstairs right now. So, seeing Grimtuck having taken the one's
She
head
was
off
here, though.
from downstairs, I will again run back up the stairs.
Getting your work cardio in for the day.
Yep. And
Leg day.
I will shoot my crossbow at the one that's upstairs now. Is he still within 5 feet of Betolius? No.
No, because he had a move action once he blinked back in.
Okay, cool. So I'm just doing a straight attack then.
Yeah.
Got it. Which will be an 8. So.
Does not hit.
Nope. I'm too tired from running up and down the stairs. I'm just like not even paying attention, and I will not really do anything else. I don't think. Okay. I'm good.
Betolius, his back is to you. This demon creature.
Attack him. Roll on this. 16 plus 6, 7.
Death
Plus
hits.
7. I'm just gonna do another smite
Word?
right now. Because I'm at 14 health and don't really want to get this guy again.
Yeah, these guys don't fuck around.
No, I'm well aware of that.
Yeah.
Hooah! They do not mess around. Give me a break. 14 plus 6 plus 6, so 26 points of damage.
For the first attack?
Yep.
Cool. He's still up for now.
Make another attack. 18 plus 6. 7.
That fits.
I'm gonna do it again. $16 plus 9, so 25.
So, as you see this orc kind of smash into the wall coming back from the Feywild, Metolius walks behind him and just cold-blooded killer. You see his eyes go green and his sword goes almost emerald for a moment as the divine energy flows through it. One slash down and the creature screams as one of its horns is just shorn clean off. And in
Metolius says, "Face me, fiend."
spinning around, readying an attack to be swung at him, Metolius then drives his green glowing blade deep within the creature's gullet, removing it from this mortal coil and sending it back to whatever abyss it hails from.
Yeah.
Word.
Right.
And then that was a. These guys were tough.
Yes, they were.
That riposte is some bullshit.
Elduin is going to go search the body for recoverable arrows.
Okay, roll a survival check.
Okay. I shot 5 arrows. That is not going to be terribly good. 8.
8. Find 2 that are anywhere worth a damn.
And Grimtuck will search the body of his slain fiendish orc thing.
Slain Fiendish Orc King? Okay. Yeah, roll an investigation check.
I probably also look for any recoverable bolts too.
Okay.
Grimtuck hits to 15. Pretty good for Grimtuck for an investigation.
It's true. You find a few bits of what seem to be rations of some kind. I mean, you could grab his greatsword if you wanted it.
Sure. What is the... Is it just a normal greatsword? Is it just a gnarled looking mean
It's just a really, really rough hewn greatsword.
You know? Let me see the stats on a greatsword. I don't know if I need it.
2d6.
2d6? Same as like a maul.
Yeah.
You know, I don't need it.
Otherwise, these creatures don't seem to hold much.
I figured as much. The chick probably has more loot than these guys would, but I figured I'd look. Whatever. I might as well take a gander around the room that I fell into.
Sure. As you look around, it seems to be a large, what once was a lavish dining area, has fallen to exceptional disrepair.
Especially now.
Oh yeah,
Fell through
now
the
that
roof.
you fell through the roof and into what was already a broken table.
Yeah.
And broken more.
Nice. Well, all right. I'm just gonna, I guess, stagger/limp my ass upstairs.
Okay.
Let's go join the rest of the group. Breathing heavily, covered in blood and whatever the hell those things are made of.
Oh, and I rolled a 10 on my survival check to look for my bolts. I think I shot 4.
Okay.
This combat, if I am correct.
Grimtuck will also thank Rain for the assist.
Oh, of course. I wasn't gonna leave you down here by yourself, buddy.
You find one down here.
Mm-hmm.
If you wanted to go search for any more, you'd have to go upstairs.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
you find one effectively.
Okay.
She was upstairs.
No, she was...
Oh yeah, I was upstairs.
You were upstairs.
Yes.
Okay. God damn it, stop running back. Cardio.
I'm sorry.
Cardio. You find 2 then upstairs.
Okay, gotcha. That's fine. I'll just keep it at that.
Loud Scout pulls off his pack and finds a place to sit down while he waits for everybody to regroup.
I'm going to look around for... I'm upstairs. I'm going to look around and see if there's anything of interest.
In the tent area?
Yeah.
Okay.
Investigation or perception?
Investigation.
22.
In what tents are left, which are the 2, one near the hole and one near the staircase, you find what seems to be strewn rations, maybe some form of water, like water skin, and then very, very basic bedrolls. There oddly doesn't seem to be any form of like currency or loot that these creatures housed in their like sleeping area.
Okay.
Has anybody searched the lady yet?
No.
Definitely doing that.
Okay.
Probably a good plan.
Metolius sits next to Loud Scout and pulls out a potion and drinks it. because he's not looking great.
Do I need to roll for searching her?
Investigation.
A 3.
What you find on her seems to be there are some glass vials on her, but whatever was in her pouches seemed to shatter and go to complete unuse when she fell.
Gotcha. Oh, did she fall in the hole?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, she did fall in
When
the
she
hole.
died,
I totally
she-
forgot. Yeah. Okay, so there's nothing in her stuff. Okay.
Loud Scout offers his bottle of brandy to Metolius.
He drinks deep.
Grimtuck, and this is going to sound like a psychotic thing, but it has a purpose later, is going to remove her head
Okay.
and take it with him.
Okay.
Because I'm sure that there's going to be somebody upstairs who's going to want to say hi to her.
Fair.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
Sweet. So what else are you guys doing now that you've starting to convene back upstairs?
Grimtuck is going to suggest that he needs to take a breather because he definitely got hit a lot during that.
Aye.
Yep.
Loud Scout offers his bottle of brandy to Grimtuck.
Eluana's gonna keep watch because
Yeah.
I'm actually feeling all right.
Yeah.
I'll take a drink and climb into one of those tents and just be like, I just need a minute.
Yeah, I'd say Rain is also not doing too terribly bad, so I would also kind of be staying alert and watching out for anything unusual or any noises or anything that sounds like it's coming towards us.
I mean, realistically,
While
if we're
the ones who are hurt rest up and address their wounds.
Loud Scout's not really hurt, but after he gets the bottle back, he takes a drink and puts it away.
Hey everybody, thanks so much for listening. We just recently finished our second Twitch stream. Sadly, our first one was lost to the ether. Love technical difficulties and all that, but our second one just finished recording yesterday, as of this recording right now, and we'll be hopefully streaming a lot more. You can find that at twitch.tv/swordcastadventures, where myself and Jess will be streaming Quest for Glory, as well as anyone else who wants to join. We'll be doing group streams, and I believe Elijah will be streaming while he works on our art, which is awesome. Otherwise, you can always find us on our regular channels, such as Libsyn, Podbean, Podomatic, SoundCloud, Google Play, iTunes, and Stitcher, all by searching for Swordcast Adventures. You can also find us on all our socials at Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook /The Swordcast. We've had a lot of responses on those, which has been awesome. We also found a really amazing community, so if you happen to get a chance to check out our Twitter and look at the people who we follow or who follows us, make sure to follow, everyone there. They're amazing. They also put out some really great podcasts. Check them out too. But yeah, for now, we are posting our next episode on December the 4th, which will be the first episode of next month. We love you all so much. We will keep you posted on any more Twitch streams we do, as well as any other crazy things we do, such as maybe trying to put our stuff on YouTube. Working on it right now. And as soon as we do, I'll let you know. Also, we are still a newer podcast, so rating and reviewing keeps us on any form of charts that we find ourselves upon. So if you could please rate and review us on any site you listen to us, it would be amazingly appreciated. But for now, I'll bid you all adieu and tell you all you're amazing, we love you very much, and you'll hear from us soon. Bye-bye.